I was Joan of Arc in my former life. Oh, sorry. Better. Like a single fucking. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. Oh man, it's been a while since I had one of them. Oh man. Print cost is going up. Man, fuck. Okay, there we go. Hey, Taylor. Wow, you beat Elijah here. That's fucking unique. It's rare when people can say that. No, I just put that there so I can put shit on it easier. So like when I have the little stand down here, it's not cut off. So like when I have the stand, ah! Well, just ruined some of my bookmarks. Damn it. Oh, they have a nice gloss on them, so they're not ruined. Hey, all right. Good job, gotprint.com. Yeah, didn't ruin. Oh, that one. No, okay, I lied. These are. Yeah, those are. But other than that, hey, out of all the ones that got wet, doesn't matter. I ordered 50 of them anyway when I didn't need fucking 50 of them. So. I keep saying I got to clean off this fucking table and I don't do it. Anyway, that's why this is here. Adds charm to it, yeah, because it curled up a couple of them, so it just did it too. Oh, but it's all right. Huh. Elijah was active 12 hours ago, so I wonder where he is. So I don't need y'all. I don't need any of y'all. Okay. God, I love YouTube. I, before we get started on anything tonight, I just want to say real quick that I love YouTube so much that if YouTube was a person, I wish I could fuck it. Like that. That's how much I love YouTube. I just wanted to throw that in real quick because that's how much I love it. Like if YouTube was like a foxy bitch, I wish I could fuck it. That's how much I love YouTube. I fucking hate this platform. I hate Facebook more, but this is a close second. I just don't like all the fucking Facebook censorship. I don't like all the fucking fake stories and fake products I have to wade through on Facebook to get to like real answers and shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm so over. Because like whenever I see something on Facebook, I'm like, wow, isn't that interesting? You know, and then I go to the comments and they're like, this is a false story. I'm just like, you know, and then I fucking leave, and then you know, like the next day I'll read something. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I go to the comments because I'm like, what are other people saying? And it's like, this isn't true. And I'm like, and this is like a daily fucking like I can't believe anything on the fucking platform anymore. You know, and I fucking can't stand it. Every little fucking word, every little word, the word only got censored on fucking Facebook. You know, and I'm just like, that's it. We've regressed as a fucking society. I don't care. Make me sound like an old man. I don't give a shit. You know, like, all right, where the fuck is? Hold on, I'm gonna message him. Where the fuck is you? A little weird for him not to be here. And yeah, hey Diana, sorry. MySpace, we didn't have this fucking problem. MySpace's biggest problem was chain letters. If you don't send this to fucking 10 people, you're going to be fucking murdered tonight. We're just like, whatever. You know? That was the fucking issue we had with MySpace. But like, fucking. Like, what was the fucking word I saw? Sack. That. I saw that censored on fucking Facebook the other day. And I was just like, what happened to this fucking world, man? You know? To where we can't even say sack anymore. I don't know. I've hated Facebook for like the last like 2 to 3 years now. So like I'm just fucking over it. YouTube I've been over for about 5 years, 6 now. I kind of touched on it in one of the most recent on the episode of the podcast, the failure after failure episode. I kind of touched a little bit on there about like why I don't like YouTube a little bit, you know, because of the people, you know. I kind of touched on that, but I mean, the person whoever made the post is posting it, but like my they're censoring it for Facebook is my point, you know. And I'm just like, I just want to have a fucking aneurysm, you know, like they censor the curse words, which even then I'm just like, you know, okay, fine. I don't like that they censor curse words, but okay, fine, whatever, you know. But like when they censor words like only, sack, um, I saw the word business censored one time. I'm like, what the fuck? I keep telling myself I'm gonna keep track of the fucking words that get censored, and I keep forgetting, you know. But what the fuck? Where is Elijah? Is he dead? I just messaged him and he didn't fucking answer, so I guess he's missing this tonight. All right, let me take the gummies. Oh. Exactly. I think I told you this before, but I once got in trouble at the grocery store for saying the word strip club. Or phrase, I should say. Please, the way he shows up to these lives, yeah. Yeah, so, okay. We're working one night, right? And there was these girls that we worked with, and they were cool and everything. One of them turned 18. So I said, "Oh, we have to take you to the strip club." That's all I said. I didn't say, "Hey, we need to go buy you some dances. Hey, we need to fucking, hey, I need to take you to the strip club and dance on you." Nothing. I said, "Oh, it's your birthday. We need to take you to the strip club." That's all I said. All right. So I'm working customer service, right? When you're not working customer service, you're over there bagging, help bagging and shit. So that happened when I was help bagging. She was like, "Yeah, my birthday's tomorrow." And I was like, "Oh, we need to take you to the strip club." They're like, "Ah, fucking will, whatever, right?" 20 minutes later, the phone at customer service rings. So I go over there and answer. I'm like, "Hi, thank you for calling. This is William. How can I help you?" And they're like, "Is there?" And they're real. They weren't like, they didn't sound like, "I need a manager right now." They were just like, "Hi, can I speak to a manager, please?" I was like, "Absolutely. Hold on just a moment." Scott, phone call on line one, please. Scott, line one. Hung up. He comes up behind the counter instead of using his phone. And he gets on the phone and he's like, "Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, mm-hmm. I totally agree. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely." You know what? And we have like fuel saver cards here. You can, when you buy certain things at the grocery store, you can get fuel saver points to save on gas at like our local gas station. So he's like, "You know what? Let me go ahead and put some fuel saver points on your card for your trouble and everything." No, are you sure? Okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry about that. Okay. Bye. It hangs up the phone. I was like, "What happened?" And he just looks at me. He was like, "Will, did you say strip club?" I was like, "Yeah." And I told the same story I just told you. I was just like, "Yeah." I was like, "Hey, I'm going to take Paige to the strip club." I didn't say we are going to buy any dances or fucking anything like that. Nothing. I just said, Paige. He was just like, "Just don't do it again." I was like, "Are you for real? That's what that call was about? Because I said strip club?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh my God, what has happened to this world?" You know? Hey, Jason. I said the word prejudice one day. They got on me for that because I said the word prejudice. Because I was quoting fucking Jingle All the Way. But here's the thing. I misquoted Jingle All the Way on purpose. There's that part in Jingle All the Way where he's just like, "Man, that's racism, man. That's what Jesse Jackson was talking about." I knew if I used the word racism, it'd be a little too rough. So like I was like, "Man, that's prejudice, man. That's what Jesse Jackson was talking about." 5 minutes later, man, they fucking they pulled me aside. They were just like, "Will, you have to watch when you use words like prejudice because people could take that seriously." At first I was like, on my tip of my tongue was like, "Are you fucking serious?" But then I was like, "Okay, all right, cool." I was just like, "This fucking place, man." That's why I think I've used the term before where like, if I fucking sneeze wrong at that place, I'm gonna get in trouble for it. You know? That's why, like, in a way, I'm glad I was fired because I know I wouldn't have made it through the pandemic at that place. I wouldn't have made fucking, I would have lost my fucking mind working there through 2020. I barely made it at Pizza Hut working there 2020 because that was hell on earth. You know, what if you were talking about exactly? What's that thing in front of you? Oh, Wordle. It's just a board game. It's just to help, you know, like, see. Because tonight I'm showing off the fucking Blu-rays and shit. There's Elijah. Where the fuck were you? Coming in all late and shit. went hiking. Bitch, you better get some coffee. And Nick has warned me that we are going to have some differing opinions on Backlash on Wednesday. So if you watch the 3-Way Dance Wrestling podcast on Wednesday, we're probably, going to fight. Because I showed him a picture of ESPN's grade. ESPN graded it a B. And I was like, what the fuck are they on? And he messaged me back saying, like, you're going to wonder what I'm on. I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, this isn't good. And I told him, I was like, listen, I pretty much spoiled it for you. Listen, the first 2 matches, I was like, right on. But then once I crashed out at the whole Danhausen thing, there was just no recovering from that. I was just like, I was so done with that fucking show at that point. I was over it. And then like it didn't get any better from there. So I'm gonna have some vile things to say about this fucking show. And I got a bottle of water down here just so I can try this because I never got a chance to try it. Diana's birthday gift here. And I think I'm going to try the kiwi. As much as I like peach, I'm going to try the kiwi. Damn, these are all the same color? What the fuck? Kiwi. Kiwi. I found more Blu-rays than I intended. So, but some of them are movies we already talked about. So we probably won't be on them too long. So, but I think we're going to have a fun night here. There's some good stuff in here. There is one DVD that I want to show you. Here, I'll show you that one right now. Here, we'll get the night started early here. This is a rare one. If you find this with the cross on it, fucking buy it because they had to re-release it without the cross because of the Red Cross Association. Yeah, the first one's good. The next two, Like the second one's okay. Like I'm like, all right, this is all right. But the third one does not fucking. The third one should not fucking exist as a movie. I'm sorry. Fucking, I have fucking Return to Sleepaway Camp somewhere. But like the third movie should not fucking exist as a movie. I'm sorry, that movie just does not make any fucking sense logistically. Oh, oh, that is disgusting. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, oh, I can still taste it. Oh my god. Oh, 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 oh. That was just, oh. I need a minute. Oh my god. Oh, fucking, it tastes like. I mean, hopefully the answer to this is no. Hold on. Some of my black licorice candy spilled out too. Damn it. Has anybody, unfortunately, ever had to deal with bed bugs? When I lived in Illinois, I unfortunately had to deal with that. It tastes like they smell. That was fucking nasty. Oh my god, that was just. Oh god, I hope the other ones are better. Oh my god. Fortunately, no, it was fucking good for y'all because they have like a smell to them, like when you kill them and shit like that. And that's what it tasted. It tasted like that smell. Oh my god. Ugh. Kiwi sound. I mean, yeah, it sounded good until I fucking tried it. Oh, that was just nasty. Maybe it's just ground up bed bug. I wouldn't put it past them. Like when we were one time in Illinois, we were dealing with them, and my sister said, I took a line from Ready to Rumble because we were trying to deal with them and everything. And she was just like, "Yeah, they're easy to find. They smell like raspberries." And I'm like, "What? We're like raspberries dipped in shit." You know. I had scabies once, which was weird. Yeah, okay. Chad mentioned me in the comments. No, he didn't. He just mentioned everyone. All right. So I was gonna get that box over there with the fucking DVDs I forgot last week, but with all the fucking Blu-rays I had over here, I was like, I don't think we're gonna need that. So we got a fucking good fucking showcase here tonight. Yay, it's Britney Spears. She quit music. I mean, after her last two albums, fucking, I'm not mad about it. Britney has crossed that line of like her older stuff is better. I have a lot of artists now that I feel that way about. You know, where like I listen to them, but I'm like, their old stuff is better. And Britney is definitely one of them. I think her like first, I think like Circus Down is good stuff. Femme Patel, which came out after Circus, has a couple good songs in it, but like the whole album as a whole is just, you know. I haven't listened to enough Insane Clown Posse to really judge that. That's why I don't mess with Goodwill furniture. I've had a few good finds at Goodwill, but the potential of them keeps me away from the furniture. See, and that's what we think caused it in Illinois because I bought a couch instead of buying a bed. See, here's the thing: we brought our bed from Texas, right? And then we found bed bugs. So we're like, what the fuck? Maybe we had them in Texas and we didn't know. So we got rid of the fucking bed. Got rid of it, right? So instead of buying a new bed because they're very expensive, we went to Goodwill and I found a nice couch for $50. So if you remember back in the fucking the Illinois videos when I'm down in the basement, like sitting on the couch and everything, that couch was like fucking. I'm fighting bed bugs like every night. You know, like I'm spraying it and all this shit. Yeah, so you remember, right? to the point where like I finally got rid of it because like I got tired of being eaten up at night. I would wake up in the morning with just fucking bites all over my legs. So like I literally had to chop down the fucking couch to take it out because like it was that fucking like big, you know, and plus it was a pain getting it in my house. That was a whole fucking story. So I get rid of the fucking couch, right? I'm in my basement, literally like with a recliner that we had. I literally cleaned the basement like there was a fucking body down there. I had fucking every cleaner you can imagine. I had Clorox bleach. I'm cleaning the fucking floor. I cleaned this like I was trying to clean up evidence. All right. And I did. I mean, I bleached it. I fucking did whatever I could to clean this floor because I was like, they ain't coming back. Right. So I'm sleeping on a recliner down there for a while. Right. And everything's all happy snappy, you know? And one night, I feel something crawling on my leg in the middle of the night. I'm like, please don't tell me that's what I think that is. I grab it, and lo and behold, it was one. But I was like, you know, that's just one. Maybe it's a straggler, you know, looking for his fucking friends that I threw out. Who knew, you know? Went to bed one night, woke up the next morning, my leg is covered in fucking bites again. I was like, what the fuck, man? I cleaned up down here like there was a fucking body down here, man. So I said, fuck it, I'm moving back upstairs. Because I was only staying in the basement because it was cool down there. It was nice and cool. I didn't have to worry about the heat or anything like that, you know, the summer heat. So I said, fuck it. I finally went upstairs to fucking my quote unquote room. All I had was a futon mattress. That's it. I just had a futon mattress on the fucking floor. So I had a futon mattress, my fucking pillows and everything like that. That's all I had. All right. And they still fucking found me. I was like, are you fucking, what is going on here? So I had a girl at fucking Hy-Vee, and fuck that bitch too. Fuck her to the fucking line, bitch. Her name was Des. And Des one day was like, oh my God, I have bed bugs at my house. I was like, man, that's a bitch. And she was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I had them before when I lived in Illinois. She was like, what'd you do to get rid of them? And I was like, we moved. And she was like, oh, wow. You know, so. We were like David Allen Greer and fucking Jumanji. We were just like, take it! Just take it! You know, Five Below has 2 Britney shirts I want. But they're sold out of XL, dude. Check that. I've seen them, but they never have XL for me anymore. No, I've seen them. Yeah, I've fucking seen them. They never have XL though. I've said it before. I don't think fucking Five Below likes fat people. Yeah, the don't you know that you're toxic shirt is the one that I see at mine. I haven't seen the star graphic one. You know. I think they're attracted to carbon dioxide that people exhale, or maybe that's kissing bugs. I don't know. So Will didn't want to film Joe's apartment too. Fucking fuck that. Fucking. You know, here's a story that like fucking I don't know. When I was growing up in Virginia, our house actually got infested with cockroaches. And like that was easier to fucking deal with than fucking bed bugs. So if somebody came to me and said, we're going to infest your house right now with cockroaches or bed bugs, and you have to choose one, I'm like, fucking give me the cockroaches. Like, fuck. That is so much easier to fucking deal with than fucking bed bugs. Like, fucking, if I had to choose, then like, yeah, give me cockroaches. Because like when I first got the couch in Illinois, I was sleeping down there, and like I would wake up and feel like a bug crawling on me, but I just thought like I'm in a basement. You know, a bug's gonna be fucking down there somewhere. So like I didn't think anything about it. I would grab the bug off. I'm like half asleep. So like I'd grab the bug off of me, reach behind my couch and drop it. You know, because I'm thinking it's like maybe a cricket or something. I don't know. I'm like, it's a basement bug, you know, fucking whatever, you know? It wasn't until like I started seeing my leg being like fucking eaten up. And even then, I didn't know what was wrong. I was like, what the fuck are all these spots on my leg, man? I'm going to like Walgreens. I'm getting like oatmeal fucking cream for my legs. I'm like, all right, nothing's taking care of it and shit, you know? So it was when I finally like caught one, is when fucking, that's when we figured it out. You know, I caught one and took it up to my mom. I was like, what the fuck is this? She was like, oh, that's a bed bug, you know? So I kept trying to fucking spray down the couch, spray all the crevices, everything like that. And it just, whenever I would do it, it would last for like a couple days and then they would come back. So I eventually just said, fuck it. I'm tired of doing this like every 3 days, inhaling bug spray to where like I'm going to pass out. So I just got rid of the fucking couch. I think I have Joe's apartment somewhere. I was outside yesterday night talking to Tay on the phone, and a roach crawled up my foot. I kicked off my shoe as fast and went so that's how Santa fell off the piece of information. No, we just moved. Because, like, I moved to North Carolina to go live in with the baby mama at the time. Yeah, bug spray content. Yeah, I wish I was kidding. Like, I would spray the fucking couch, get the crevices and everything, like, under the arm and shit like that. And I'd be spraying to where I'm like, you know, like, I had to, like, go to a different part of it. Because I had a pretty big basement in Illinois. I'd have to go to, like, a different part of the basement or go upstairs for a bit while I'm, like, waiting for the smell and shit to calm down, you know? Yeah, it was fucking insane. So, like, and like the way I got the couch was originally supposed to go in my bedroom. I was just gonna put the couch in my bedroom and be like, all right, that's my bed. But when we bought the couch, I'm putting it down the hallway and I try and pivot it into my fucking bedroom, and it won't make the turn. No matter what I would do, I couldn't get it in my bedroom. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just put it in the basement. You know, that's cool. I push it down the stairs to the basement. It knocks my fucking mom's crock pot off, breaks the fucking clay pot and everything. We had like a glass like table, you know, like those tables that you just put the glass sheet on top and everything. We had those. It broke the fucking, because we haven't unpacked everything yet. We were still like kind of moving in at the time. It fucking broke the fucking glass sheets that we're gonna put on the fucking table. Mom was like, "What the fuck, man?" I was like, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't do it on purpose." So, so we get the fucking couch in the basement. And like I said, for a while it was fine. You know, like you know, we had no issues with it or anything. And then, like I said, I'd wake up in the night and feel like just one crawling on me. I'd close my eyes and fucking whatever. You know, it wasn't until like I was starting to. So when I finally said, all right, I'm getting rid of the fucking couch, I was like, nobody was there to help me. So I was like, how the fuck am I going to get this couch out of here, man? So like I did. I tried to move the couch up the stairs by myself. That didn't work. And I was like, man, fuck, man. We had a hatchet in the fucking basement. So I was like, fuck it. I just started taking a fucking hatchet to it and breaking it down and everything. And then like once I broke it down enough, I was able to just put it on my back and fucking walk up the stairs and put it out in the fucking backyard and shit and get rid of it. And floppy disk. Imagine porn on this. What sucked is when you had to get offline so your sister could use a phone. You'd be looking at porn. Okay. We were on dial-up internet until 2009. People be sending me fucking YouTube links. I'm like, I'm on dial-up. I can't watch it. No, no, and that's the thing. I could never find them on the fucking couch. I'd be spraying and shit like that, and I couldn't find. I'd find like one or two stragglers every now and then, but I couldn't find like the nest. You know what I mean? Um, Stug, do you tape your socks in your pants when you go hiking? I heard people do that to help protect themselves from ticks out in the bush. See, I started doing that to protect myself from bed bugs. I would literally wear like leggings, and I would fucking wear socks over the ankles, thinking like, all right, then they can't eat my legs and everything. Then they were like literally like getting to like my like fucking hips and shit like that. It was insane. Was a YouTuber in the dial-up days, Will? I mean, was you? No, fuck no. No, I couldn't even use the fucking service when I had dial-up. Why the fuck would I be a YouTuber? Like I've said before, I only opened an account on YouTube because this is when like YouTube first started having movies and shit on there. Every now and then they'd have like a fucking movies and shit, and they had Cheech and Chong's next movie. And I was like, fuck, I kind of want to watch that. So like I went to go watch it, and it was like you have to have an account because you have to be over 18 to watch it. And I was like, fine, fuck. So I made an account and everything, and I watched the movie. And I was like, you know what, fuck, I have an account now. I might as well fucking post some content. You know, and I posted like a short film that I made like back in 2005. And it's just a stupid short film, and nobody fucking ever saw it. And I didn't really, I was like, whatever. It's still, I mean, like, it's still up in terms of like, I haven't deleted it. It's private now. But then that's when, you know, y'all know the rest of the story. I was like, oh, the DVD thing. So that's when I finally just started updating fucking um, DVD updates and shit. Yeah, persistent bastard. I have high socks. Never had a tick on my legs. Got one on my hands. Yeah, Cheech and Chong's next movie, man. That's a good fucking movie, man. I thought he meant $37.50 a month, not a goddamn day, you know, or a week. What is it? He says. I know it's a week or a fucking month, something like that. I thought he meant $37.50 a week, not a goddamn day. Fucking Chong ripping off the fucking bar, like goddamn King Kong, look at that shit. No, because it was mainly a documentary. So the only ones I've seen were Up in Smoke, next movie, of course, Nice Dreams, which, whatever. And I think those are the only ones I've ever seen. Isn't the one with Pee Wee? Yeah, Pee Wee's in. He's actually in two of them, I think. I think he's in Nice Dreams as well. I think he has like a cameo in Nice Dreams. Like if Cheech and Chong's last movie was like a fucking actual movie, like a fucking I don't know, it's like a next movie or like a fucking Up in Smoke or something, I would have watched it. But since it was like a documentary about them, I was just like, whatever. I don't care. One last stone to the front of my leg. One last stone to the front of my leg. Once I went fishing, I felt a bite and snatch it up, and then like, well, now you got Lyme disease. You're a goner. I had one tick before because we had a dog, right? And it was an outside inside dog, you know, like sometimes we would go chill outside for a bit and we let it come in, you know, we give him a bath and everything like that. But my sister, the one I don't get along with, she was kind of like visiting at the time. So she wasn't giving the dog a bath. Well, one day at school, I felt like an itch on my neck and like I just scratched it, you know, whatever. Felt it again, scratch. Finally, I did this, like put my hand back here, and I felt something. What the fuck? And like I pulled it, and then I looked at it, and it's the body of a tick. And I was like, so I discreetly fucking stand up, I throw it away in the trash can. I go to the teacher, And I'm like, hey, I just found a tick on me. I need to call home. And she goes, yeah, go ahead. Because we had a phone in the classroom of the school, right? So I get the phone and I wrap it around outside the door and I call my mom at work and I was like, hey, I just found a tick on me. So like I need to go home because like I obviously because if there's other ticks on me, I don't want them spreading to the classroom and shit like that. She was like, okay, I'll be there, soon. I was like, right on. That's a false quote. I wasn't saying right on at the time. So hang up. And so man, we get home, man. My mom is yelling at my sister, you need to wash that fucking dog right now. Cause I had to come pick him up from school because he had a tick on him. And she was like, go ahead and get in the shower, wash yourself with your shampoo and the tick shampoo. I was like, all right. So like I had to wash myself with like the fucking tick shampoo and everything like that. Man, she was mad. Yeah, I have all the Cheech and Chong movies except the last movie. I even have the animated one. A lot of people probably don't know there's a Cheech and Chong cartoon. Oh yeah, Cheech and Chong's animated movie. Yeah. The one thing that bugs me the most is when I hike. Oh, horseflies. Okay. Yeah, people are annoyed by like fruit flies and shit like that. Like they don't bother me. Gnats bother me for some reason. I get annoyed by gnats, but like when you're at a barbecue and a fly is around, like fucking people are bothered by that. Me, I'm just like swipe, problem solved. If one lands on me, I don't get bothered when they land on me. I only get bothered when they land on me if they land in like a sensitive spot. Where I'm like, hey, it tickles. That's when they bother me. You know, like I saw there's an old episode of Fear Factor where the challenge is you put your head in a box and there's like 6 or 10 strawberries or some shit that you have to eat while there's like hundreds of flies flying around you. I'm just like, okay, and people would be scared of this? Like, what the fuck? Like, what's the challenge here, man? Like, I don't know. I didn't get it. Oh, if there's a fly in the house, I can. We had a cricket one time in the basement, no knowing, like fucking that thing drove me wild for like 3 days. I cut my hand open trying to get that motherfucker. When I caught it, I fucking caught it and I burned them alive just to send a message to the other crickets. And I wish that was a joke, but it's not. Oh, and Elijah, I got confirmation from Jackie. I am not the asshole in that Jamie situation. She quizzed me too. I told her the situation, and she was just like, "Okay, did you do anything?" I was like, "No, I did this," and she was like, "Did you say anything?" I was like, "Not a fucking word." And she was just like, "Okay, I don't think you're an asshole in this one." I was like, "All right, fucking, I win." Yes. Yeah, fuck mosquitoes, man. I feel like mosquitoes specifically go after Asians, and like, I swear, man. I'm allowed to say that. I'm Asian, so don't you just wow me, all right? I swear, like me and my mom could be out somewhere and there'd be mosquitoes and nobody's getting bit but us. You know? So don't fucking just wow me. I've been there, man. I've seen the mosquitoes discriminate against us. Damn it. All right, what do you say? What do you say we get started, huh? Let's talk some movies here, shall we? Oh, let's see. Where do we start here? Where do we start? Because, like I said, some of these we've talked about before, so we probably won't spend long on some of them. Oh, let's grab this stack right here. I like this one. We've talked about before. The Belko Experiment. If y'all like Battle Royal, y'all should really check out the Belko Experiment. What's this? Jeez Louise. That's a fucking malicious looking motherfucker, isn't he? Damn. Yeah, this movie's great. My only problem with this movie is there's an actress I like in this movie that I mainly watched the movie for. Like, the premise of the movie sounded good, but there's an actress I like in this movie, and she's barely in the fucking movie. And then when she finally shows up in the movie, fucking she gets killed. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why was she even in the fucking movie then? You know? So, like, I was hot about that. You know? I was really fucking mad about that when I first saw it. Even to this day, I watched the fucking movie and I'm just like, why? Like, why did this happen? You know? It's great. It's about like these people are working at a building in like South America somewhere. I want to say, what is it, Guadalajara? Does it say on the back? Colombia. We're working at a building in Colombia, and then all of a sudden a voice comes on, and it's just like, all right, you have to kill 2 of your coworkers within the next hour. You know, and they're like, what? This is a joke, right? And like everybody's implanted with like an explosive in their neck. So if they don't kill 2 people within an hour, 4 people die. And like it's random. So like the fucking thing on their neck will get exploded and shit. Yeah, The Office meets Battle Royal, essentially, if you've never seen Battle Royal. But, or if you haven't seen Battle Royal, it's The Office meets The Hunger Games. Hunger Games, if it was rated R. It's a fucking good play. It has John C. McGinley in there from, are they? Yeah, they're locked in the building. Oh, you've seen it then? Yeah, see, this is a good one. This is a fucking good flick here. This next one, this is controversial, but I've talked about it before. I like this one. You know, people have their opinions about this, but like, I dug it. You know, I know people were just mad at it because they were just like, this isn't Ghostbusters 3. You know, but like, I dug it. I thought some of the jokes were funny. I don't know if this is a black thing or a lady thing, but I'm mad as hell. I thought that was funnier than shit. I've always said I've always liked the little ghost gadgets and shit that they came up with for this movie. The only thing that pisses me off is the sequel bait at the end because we never got a sequel. You know? Yeah, it's a fun movie. It's gender swap. Like instead of like a girl being the secretary, there is a guy being the secretary. All the original Ghostbusters, except for of course Ivan Reitman, make cameos in it. Even fucking Bill Murray makes a fucking cameo in here, which is great. And he always said that he would do Ghostbusters 3 if he would die in the first act. Well, spoiler alert, he gets to die in this movie, and it's fucking incredible. Like, I don't understand the hatred for this fucking movie. It's a fun time. If you just take away your love of Ghostbusters 1 and 2 for a second. If you just take it away for like trying to see the fucking runtime. All right, I can't find the runtime, but if you just take it away for like an hour and a half, I think you can have fun with this. You know, it's a fun movie. I don't care what people say. I like it. What is this one? Oh, here's a movie we don't get to talk about often. You know, I don't even know why I watched this movie to begin with. But like I went ahead and checked it out, and I ended up falling in love with this movie. And man, Big Fish. Tim Burton's Big Fish. I think, you know, a lot of people are like, Batman's the best Tim Burton movie, or fucking Nightmare Before Christmas, which is not really a Tim Burton movie. This right here, I think, is Tim Burton's fucking. Um, yeah, the ending set up for a scene. I'll tell you right now, the ending is like a mid-credit scene. But like Leslie, what's her name? Leslie, the black one. I can't. I know it's Leslie something. She's listening to headphones, right? And they're listening to like a tape they heard and shit. And she takes it off, and they're like, "What is it?" And she's like, "Hey guys, what is Zool?" And then boom, it goes back to the credits, and it's like, "What? No!" And then they never fucking, they never made a sequel. But anyway, Big Fish is great. I saw it on VHS. I've never seen Big Fish. It's a love story, fantasy story in there, but like the ending to this movie, fucking like, kind of always makes me tear up because like I love the ending to this movie where fucking what is it? Ewan McGregor, right? Yeah, Ewan McGregor and Albert Finney. Like, there's like a scene at the end where you get to see all the characters previously in the movie at the end, and it's a fucking phenomenal fucking scene. And like I said, people want to talk about Tim Burton movies, like, oh, I like Batman, and I like what are the other fucking Tim Burton movies that people rave about? I can only think of like Batman and fucking Nightmare Before Christmas, and that's not really his fucking movie. He just produced that one. What's another like Tim Burton movie people rave about? Batman Returns. um, no, I'm talking about the good ones. Fucker, this motherfucker pulls Dumbo out. Like, who the fuck cares about the live action Dumbo? Anyway, you get my point. My point is that, and of all the Tim Burton movies, like I would take fucking Big Fish probably over fucking all of them because it's phenomenal. Plus it looks amazing on Blu-ray because of like all the colors that Tim Burton uses and shit. Amazing. Let's see. Oh, okay. This I've only watched once, and I've never gone back to it. The Peanuts movie. I thought it was cool. I thought Peanuts movie was cool. I just never really gone back to it. I'm surprised they never made another one. It made like fucking hundreds of millions of dollars at the box office, but they never made another one. But I dug it for what it was. I thought the 3D characters was gonna bug me. It didn't. I kind of rocked with it, you know. But there's not really a lot to say about it. I haven't watched it literally since I bought this. So. We'll save those two for last. We'll do this one next. My mom owns it. I've never seen it. This I watched because I knew they were coming out with a movie based on somebody in this movie, so I felt like I had to watch this to understand it, and I don't think I really needed to. But Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, and like, listen, I know the DCU gets a lot of fucking shit, but there's actually some movies in there that like I kind of dig. This one, it was all right. I only watched it because Wonder Woman's in it, and Wonder Woman's one of my favorite superheroes. And I knew they were coming out with a Wonder Woman movie, so I was like, "Fuck, I need to see this to understand Wonder Woman." Right? No, I could have fucking passed on this and still understood Wonder Woman. But I don't know. It's not the actors or anything like that. I think Ben Affleck, believe it or not, is a fine Batman. He's better than everybody's better than Clooney. All right, you'll never. It's the Ultimate Edition. So yeah, there was an R cut and a PG-13. Yeah. So yeah, the Ultimate Edition. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it just like it's long, and I don't know. Just again, I haven't watched it again since I bought it. I liked Black Adam. I thought the 4 cut is great. Oh no, that's Justice League you're thinking of. You're thinking of Justice League. Yeah, the 4-hour cut, that's Justice League you're thinking of. But this is the one that kickstarted the whole DCU and shit, and I don't know. I don't know. But I like Black Adam. Speaking of Black Adam, this one right here, I think, is rare. I'm not 100% sure. The Poughkeepsie tapes. Haven't seen Shazam. The Poughkeepsie tapes is a found footage movie where like we follow a fucking like killer, and he's kind of like leaving his tapes around to fuck with the police and everything. And he has like literally a pet girl and everything. It's a fucked up movie. You know, it's a really fucked up movie. The funny thing about this is that like I actually saw the trailer to this movie in theaters, and then the movie never fucking came out. You know, it wasn't until like years after the movie came out is when, you know, people actually fucking saw it. You know? But it's a really fucking eerie movie. Like, I've only watched it a couple times since it's come out. You know, it's not really like, oh, this is a good horror movie. Let me watch it again. You know, it's not one of those. Like, you really got to be in the fucking mood to watch it. You know? Like, you got to be like, man, I want to watch a horror movie. I want to watch something kind of fucked up. Well, that's when you watch the Poughkeepsie tapes. You know, it's not like, oh man, I want to watch a horror movie. Scream sounds good, doesn't it? No. You know, Scream and then fucking the Poughkeepsie tape. No, it's not that type of horror movie. I really would not suggest that combo. You know, that or I would suggest watching the Poughkeepsie tapes, then something like Scream as like a palate cleanser. You know? But yeah, apparently this is hard to come by, I think. Last I heard about it, it was kind of hard to come by. You know? But yeah, the Poughkeepsie tapes right here. These next two are kind of like a combo, but like I went and saw one of these in theaters. I didn't get to go see the second one in theaters, man. But like, and they're trying to make the third one. In fact, I just read something on the third one. I'd really like it to happen. But these are great movies here. Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You. Oh man, these are fucking about a girl. It's kind of like Groundhog's Day meets a fucking horror movie. Where like every time she dies, she has to relive the fucking same day again. And the only way that she can... You never heard of Happy Death Day? Oh my God, dude. You're killing me here, man. But like, it's basically, like I said, it's Groundhog's Day meets a horror movie. You've seen the first one. The second one rocks hard too, man. A lot of people kind of rag on the second one, but I kind of dig the second one. They've been trying to make the third one now for like ever, you know, but the first one I went and saw in theaters and I fucking loved it, you know. But yeah, if you haven't seen Happy Death Day, man, fucking check these out, man. These are fucking great, man. You know. Oh man. Plus the guy who makes them, I think, is really creative. Christopher Landon, right? Yeah, Michael Landon's kid. Chris Landon, man. He also made the movie Freaky with Vince Vaughn and Catherine Newton, and did another one that I can't recall at the moment because the gummy is kicking in, but that's when I usually remember the most shit. Anyway, but yeah, Groundhog's Day meets horror. These are... How's that? Oh, that kind of works better. The fuck, man? There it is. Anyway, fucking watch the goddamn movies. Fuck. I think they're actually streaming free. Well, the second one I know is streaming free on Tubi because I just watched the movie today on Tubi. I watched Nothing to Lose with Martin Lawrence and Tim Robbins. I watched that today on there. So I saw this one, but I didn't see the first one. But all right. What do we got next here? Let's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many did I just grab here? Hold on. We'll do it like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. Okay, we'll do 8 at a time here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we are. All right, we got the next 8 here. We've talked about this movie many, many times. Where the fuck's your woman at? Where the fuck's she at? Breakfast Club. I mainly only bought this because I had a commentary track that I still haven't fucking listened to. That's the only reason I bought it. I was like, oh, it has a commentary track. I gotta listen to that. And I've never fucking listened to it. I don't know. Is there anything else I can fucking say about Breakfast Club that I haven't already? Oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't a fucking actual, like, where is she? That meant get her ass in here so I can yell at her for not liking fucking what? I watched it once. It was okay. Computer in stream. I know for keeps is term. Fucking somebody please redeem me. Where'd fucking movie fan go? Fucking shoving a fucking pizza in this fucking face. Yeah, you need to rewatch it. See, the thing about this movie I like is fucking everybody takes, fucking don't you forget about me. Everybody fucking takes that song away from me. They're like, oh yeah, that's the fucking Breakfast Club song. Fucking don't. Fucking nobody ever talks about fucking Fire in the Twilight by Wang Chung. That's the fucking, he is burning. Fucking they're running down the hall and shit. Fire in the twilight. Oh, that's the fucking. He is burning. Burning in the twilight. All right, sorry. Movie fan fell asleep. Fucking. He just woke up an hour ago. This is why I love YouTube so much, because we had 10 people in here and fucking nobody said anything. Nobody said, hey, what's up? Nobody said, hey, what are we doing tonight? Nothing. Nobody. This is why I fucking love YouTube. This is why I said earlier, if YouTube was a woman, I'd fuck it. Because that's how much I fucking love YouTube. Fucking piece of shit. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. If YouTube was a fucking homeless person, I'd fucking spit on it. Ha! Fucking YouTube. Anyway, no, I heard that you said YouTube was a dude. You fuck it. I didn't say if it was a dude. I don't remember that part. I think you're trying to put some fucking words in my mouth there. I said if it was a girl, I would fuck it because I was being sarcastic because we had 5 people watching at the moment, and I thought one of them was Elijah, like getting prepared. Like I was like, all right, he's fucking getting his coffee and his fucking food and fucking walking his dog and all this shit, and nobody said anything. I'm like, what the fuck's going on, man? I was like, is there something wrong? Did I accidentally mark this a private or some shit? And then Taylor finally said, hey. I was like, right on. And then nobody, I was like, where the fuck is Elijah? This is weird. Is he dead? So like I was getting agitated because then it went from 5 all the way back down to 1 again. And I was just like, God, I love YouTube. I love it so much. So that I was already fucking whatever. Anyway, Fool's Gold with Matthew McConaughey, fucking Kate Hudson, Donald Sutherland, Alexis DeZana, Kevin Hart, who plays the villain in this movie. And it's just really weird looking at Kevin Hart as Malcolm Jamal Warner is in this too. Malcolm Jamal Warner. Kevin Hart playing the fucking villain in this, but I always love it. I love that he plays the villain in this because he's really good at it. Never heard of it. Never seen it. He's really good. Like there's this moment in the movie where like they have like the MacGuffin, I should say, of the movie. And Matthew McConaughey is like, fine. I'll just take that with me. And Kevin Hart just has this great delivery. He just kind of looks down at it, just, you ain't gonna need it. Just the way he delivers that is just so fucking villainous and perfect. Just the fucking, you ain't gonna need it. And I was like, oh shit, it's so fucking good. But like, I went and saw this in theaters twice. You know, it's a small villain, yeah, but he has boys who do his work. Like Malcolm Jamal Warner and Brian Hooks play like his henchmen. So like, he has like henchmen. And I'm telling you, if you've seen fucking How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days and you like that, and I know that's kind of weird to say, but you'll like this too because it has the same dynamic of like the chemistry, I should say, is the word I'm looking for, not dynamic. Same chemistry because you got Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey. And if you like an adventure movie, I think you're gonna dig this, man, because they're out there looking for fucking buried treasure on a ship and everything. If you like hot chicks, oh, Elijah, if you think the tunnel scene in Double Dragon is something, there's a scene in here that I think all you gotta do is go to Google and type in Fool's Gold movie, and I'm pretty sure the picture of the scene I'm talking about will pop up. I'm fairly certain of it, you know. But yeah, this one, I fucking love this movie. Like when I was redoing my top 20 favorite movies, this was on the short list. Like if I were to really reevaluate that list, I think this would probably make like the top 30. I really fucking like this movie. You know, there's some stereotypical characters in there, but fucking they're funny. You know, like there's two gay chefs in there, and like Kate Hudson's just like, you know, he's only good at fucking three things, and that's looking for treasure, finding money to look for treasure, and one other thing. And they're like, what other thing? You know, like fucking, fucking great. Let's see here. What do we got next? Yeah, let's do this one. I love Kathleen Madigan. She's a fucking great comic. This I just happened to stumble upon on Amazon one time for real cheap, so I bought it. So I don't expect anybody to see it. But if you've never heard any Kathleen Madigan, fucking definitely look her up. You'll probably hear some of the fucking jokes I've stolen from her in her fucking catalog if you fucking listen close enough, you know. But this special doesn't have it, but like other jokes she's told is like, I bet if we drained all the oceans in the world, we'd find millions of pieces of paper with pictures of fish that say missing. You know, she's a great comic. Like whenever she comes out with something new, I got to go out and fucking listen to it or whatever I can. So I don't know. I stumbled upon this for like a couple bucks on Amazon, like back in like 2013. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it because I like Kathleen Madigan. Let's do that one. I like this movie. You know, Robert Rodriguez is Predator. This one I don't think gets enough credit. You know, people tend to skip over this one when talking about Predator recently. Usually it's the first one, and then we can just skip right ahead to fucking Prey. Maybe a little bit of Alien versus Predator thrown in there. You know? But this one doesn't get mentioned. I don't understand why, because this is a good one. Yeah, I always liked it. The only thing I was worried from the start, they're like, Robert Rodriguez is making a new Predator movie. I'm like, all right, I'm sold. You know, and then they're like, Adrian Brody cast as the lead. I'm like, we went from Arnold Schwarzenegger to fucking Adrian Brody. Adrian Brody, a little fucking small dude. I have nothing against Adrian Brody as an actor. Fucking phenomenal actor. But I'm like, as the lead in Predator? At least like at the time, Danny Glover I could buy as like a lead action guy and like LA Predator. It's still not a good movie, but like at least I bought it, you know? But like I was like, Adrian Brody. And then like I saw the twist coming. There was a twist at the end. I was just like, I have a feeling I know where this is going. And then even that's still a little hard to believe, but it's still fun. You know, the action in here is fun. I always kind of dug it. I went on a Predators marathon not too long ago. I think this one just gets skipped over by people. I don't understand why. Topher Grayson's phenomenal in here. Could have used a little bit more Danny Trejo because he's only in here for a little bit. But I think it could have used a little bit more, you know. But other than that, I always dug this. The Mask. Bam, bam, bam. They call me Cuban Pete. I'm the king of Moroccan beat. I don't know. And the girls go cheek, chicky, boom, cheek, chicky, boom, cheek, chicky, boom. I'm surprised my teeth actually let me do that. All Danny Trejo movies could use more Danny Trejo. I heard that if you fucking tried to watch all of Danny Trejo's movies in a row, you'd die. Yeah, I went and saw this in theaters. Me and my mom went and saw it when I was a kid and everything. I was literally on the floor laughing. Like, what? This movie right here. Here's a Blu-ray right here. Hold on. Here's the mask, right? So here's a Blu-ray right here. Talked about this recently, the movie Horror, right? Now, this was a movie I was definitely not allowed to watch as a kid, but like I saw glimpses of it and shit. And what the movie is about is it's about, well, a prostitute, and it's kind of shot like fucking documentary style. It's a really unique fucking shooting style of a movie. But here's the thing. There's a part in the fucking story, and she kind of tells her life as a prostitute and everything. There's a part in the story where she's like, yeah, I met this guy and fucking everything like that. And she's like, then this guy made me go get a fucking tattoo. And I'm like, okay, and I'm watching this for the first time, like, since I've seen clips as a kid, so I'm actually watching the movie and shit. She goes and gets a tattoo, and the fucking tattoo artist is Danny goddamn Trejo. I was like, are you for real? Danny Trejo was in Whore? Are you kidding me? I had no idea until I fucking watched this movie again. I was dumbfounded when I'm just sitting here watching the movie. Because, like, I was working on the book at the time. I was working on Between Dreams and Wakens. So, like, I'm watching the movie, TV's over here, and I'm working and everything. And it's like, yeah. And that's when he wanted me to go get a tattoo. And I was like, okay. So I'm over here working and shit. And I look back, and it's just like, oh, yeah, that's going to look real good. And I'm like, what the fuck? That was more Macho Man than Danny Trejo. But I look over, and there he is, Danny fucking Trejo. And I'm like, what the fuck? He was in this? But what do we got next here? Here's one I never even opened. I bought it, never opened it. Romeo and Juliet, the Baz Luhrmann one. I always liked the movie. Now, this is one of those movies that when I first saw it, I didn't get it. Trejo is the GOAT. He's been in tons of movies. I know it fucks me up every time when I watch Harold and Kumar Christmas. Yeah, the first time I saw this, I'm like, why are they using guns and calling them swords and shit? What is this fucking horse shit? But then, like, upon a second viewing and everything, I was like, I get it. Like, I get what they're trying to fucking say with this now. Yeah, I understand it. Like, movie fan, where'd you go? He was like, fucking, I'm leaving now. Goodbye. I'm happy to say I never watched it. Man, like, if I didn't know better, I would think that, like, Titanic, like, fucking jiggled your fucking nuts in a closet somewhere, man. Like, I get not liking the movie. I get it. Like, I hate the fucking movie Shrek. Okay? But, like, I don't hate, like, all Michael Myers movies as a fucking as a fucking punishment for it. I can get, like, fuck Titanic. I hate the movie. All right, I get that. But, like, you're just like, fuck anything Leonardo DiCaprio, fuck anything Kate Winslet, fuck anything Kathy Bates. Fuck anything with that guy in the background sipping tea. If I see him in another movie, fuck that movie too. Fuck it. Like, I've seen some hatred for fucking movies. And I've had some hatred for fucking movies too, but your hatred for fucking Titanic knows no fucking bounds, man. I can see Elijah watching movies and fucking chilling, like, man, this is a good flick and everything. And he just looks in the background and he's like, that motherfucker was in the background of Titanic. Fuck this movie. I'm done watching now. Fuck it. All right, I'll let y'all choose. Y'all want to see the horror one next or the romance one next? I think I know what y'all are going to pick. Oh, no, he said romantic. Horror. Oh, we're okay. We got a tie. Somebody's got to break the tie. Which one do y'all want to see next? The horror or the romantic one? Oh, horror. We got 2 for horror. Both simultaneous. No, that'd be weird considering what 2 movies they are. All right, we'll do the horror one next. All right, so the story with this one is me and my mom, we went to Best Buy one day when they were still selling media and shit. And the remake of this movie came out. And I really wanted to see it at the time because I saw the trailer, it looked good. So it came out, and my mom knew the original. And I was like, yeah, they just came out with the remake. She's like, what? They remade this? You know. So we made a deal. She was just like, all right, I'll buy the original if you buy the remake, and then we'll watch both of them. I was like, okay, yeah, because like we wanted to buy both, but you know, they were expensive at the time and shit like that. So, but to ease the cost, she was like, I'll buy the original, you buy the remake, we'll watch both of them tonight, we'll make a night of it. I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Kind of watch, especially when you see what movies they are that me and my mom watched this and shit. You know, I don't think we watched it together. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think we watched it like in our separate rooms. Now I'm thinking about it because I think, yeah, she wanted to watch the original and I wanted to watch the remake. So, but like eventually this just ended up in my collection, and that being the original, I Spit on Your Grave. And you guys know how I feel about the remake of it. I think that's in here somewhere. You know? Yeah, yeah. Because like I wanted to buy both of them, but I didn't have enough. And my mom remembered the original and shit. So she was like, all right, I'll buy the original if you buy the new one. Because I want to see the new one. You know, I was like, okay, that's cool. You know, but my mom used to always say, like, this is the most fucked up movie she's ever seen. I'm like, fucking, I should show you Serbian film. Um, so like when I finally watched it for the first time, I was just like, fuck, I think Last House on the Left is more fucked up. That's just me personally, you know, but I mean, it's still fucking whatever. Oh, yeah, and fun fact. Oh, yeah, y'all want to see something pretty cool? This one I obviously kept. Signed by Camille Keaton herself. The star of I Spit on Your Grave. This is one of the autographs that I definitely chose to keep because I was not getting rid of that one. Because that's just too cool to fucking let go. Oh, I thought you knew I had that, Elijah. Oh, fuck. That's bad. Yeah, totally, man. Got it for like a sick price, too. So, like, if I fucking hold on to it to when she's dead, man, fuck. And finally, for this stack that I picked out here, this one right here features an actress that I like. I recently just talked about her in my recent episode of the podcast, Stories No One Asked for the podcast. I could have swore I've shown that before, but all right, whatever. So I used to help my mom at Blockbuster when she worked there because one time she tore her Achilles tendon. So like I would come in even though I wasn't supposed to. That's what essentially got her fired eventually. I would come in and help my mom at Blockbuster because I used to work there and she knew and shit like that. So when I wasn't helping at the store, I'd be in the back, like on a laptop watching movies. And I had a free range of the store. So, like, I'd just go out to the shelf, be like, all right, I'll watch that. And I'd be in the back fucking watching it. So I came across this movie one day because I saw the actress on the front of the, and I read the back. I was like, this sounds good. And it's probably my fucking favorite movie of hers. And Audrey Tautu's Priceless. There it is. Fucking phenomenal movie. It's about fucking, rich girl, fucking guy loves her and shit. It's a typical fucking romance movie, but it's done so fucking well. It's fucking really fucking well done movie. It's been a long time since I've watched it. I actually want to fucking check this out now. But I think what I'm gonna watch, I cannot fucking read subtitles when I'm fucking high. I think what I'm watching right now is if y'all remember the old show Celebrity Poker Showdown that was on Bravo. I used to watch. Me and my mom used to watch that religiously. So like I was actually watching some of that before I went high. But people usually know Audrey Tautou for fucking Amelie, which again, Amelie, good flick. I like Amelie, But again, there's better fucking movies that she has out there. Venus Beauty Institute's a good one. Happenstance is really good. Like I've said before, God is Great and I'm Not, which is a reference in Chasing Dreams and Reality. So yeah, check that one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I don't know why I picked 9 as an arbitrary number. Oh no, we did 8. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do 9. This I actually won in a contest, a YouTube contest. Oh, Celebrity Poker? Oh wow, nice. She likes that. Huh? I actually won in a contest, but like I kind of want to get rid of it now because we're no longer fucking friends. For whatever fucking reason. I don't understand, like, when I compliment people, I get unfriended for it, but whatever. Fight Club on Blu-ray, which, up until when I got this Blu-ray, I'd never seen Fight Club. I had never seen fucking Fight Club. I watched it, and, like, right before, if anybody's ever seen fucking Fight Club, there's a big revelation, or a big twist, I should say. Literally, like, fucking 5 minutes before it happened, I'm just like, well, this, right? And I was correct. And people were like, how the fuck did you call that? I was just like, I don't know. I was just watching the movie and like, I was just like, fucking, one of these people ain't real. I was like the fucking lady in the airplane before it was a thing. I was like, that motherfucker's not real. I was like that, That's funny. I was thinking about watching that last night. Hey, Erica. Went opening day. And plus, it was like it opens too. Helena Bottom Carter's in here, which I dig. I dig Helena Bottom Carter, But I called the ending. I called the twist, is what it was. I was like, that motherfucker's not real, And people were like, how the fuck did you call that? I was like, hey, when I'm good, I'm good, I thought it was okay. I thought it was fine. Fine movie. It like I said, I will probably never revisit this fucking movie again. One of my favorite movies ever, Freddy vs. Jason. When they first released it on Blu-ray, man, fucking, I was low on cash, man. I had to borrow money to fucking buy this. People are always confused at why Freddy vs. Jason is like one of my favorite fucking movies. And it's because like I discovered the Nightmare on Elm Street movies just late night. I really discovered Nightmare on Elm Street. I always heard about Freddy, but I didn't really fucking watch it until like I discovered it at 3 a.m. on Sci-Fi Network. So like I really fell in love with the series, and then like discovering Freddy vs. Jason on the internet and hearing all the rumors and all that shit. So like when it finally happened to me, it was like this is it. This is the culmination of the internet rumors and fucking all the movies I've seen and shit. So like it was really cool seeing it. Like, don't get me wrong, there's shit in this movie that could be better. There's shit in this movie that could totally be better. I think I talked about it in unnecessary commentary. I think I talked about some shit that I'm like, I don't really like this, but fucking whatever. Could have been better. I've talked about the book Slash of the Titans, which is a phenomenal fucking book. I actually read that book. Read it, not listened to it. Well, I've listened to it too. I've listened to the audiobook version too. But I actually read the fucking book. It's about like some of the numerous drafts of Freddy versus Jason that weren't produced, and some of them are actually better than the fucking movie we got. I'm not gonna lie, you know. But if you ever, like I've always said, if you ever get to see Freddy versus Jason, watch it with like 300 fucking fans, because the moment Jason flipped that table at the end, you just heard this like fever pitch in the room, like, oh shit, here it, like, here we go. You ever see two people about to fight and it's just like, oh fuck, it was like that feeling, it was amazing. Here's another one of my favorite movies. Seeing it in the theater was awesome. Yep. Oh yeah, the Freddy versus Jason comic. I have the first one that they did, the Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. That was really good. I kept wanting to get Nightmare Warriors, but I could never come across it for a good price. Your unnecessary commentary movie. Yeah. Even though it has a commentary track, a very good commentary track, mind you. It has Ronnie Yu, Robert Englund, and Ken Kersinger on the track. It's very good, very informative. If you like commentary tracks, it's worth a listen. And fun fact, I know y'all didn't ask, but while it's on my mind here, one of the worst commentary tracks I ever listened to, just so you know, was Moulin Rouge. I don't know. It's okay if you have to be a technical commentary, but like, fuck, it was just too technical for me. I was just like, fuck, this is how we hung the lights, and then we slid the glass in front of the light. When is it? I don't know. I know what it is. I just don't know when, because I'm fucking lazy. I know it's going to be Rat Race. I know that. I'm fairly certain it's going to be Rat Race. I just want to give the movie a once over just so I can see it, because I remember watching, what is it, Nostalgia Critics review of it. And I was like, yeah, I could say some things about this and about that. But I don't think everything I'm going to have something to say. So that's why I want to give it a once over, because, one of my like famous jokes, I wouldn't say famous jokes, but one of my jokes I repeat a lot came from that fucking movie. I used to say it to Jax all the time. I'm like, Jax, you're so hot, I could bathe with you in Pepto-Bismol and clip your toenails. She's like, what the fuck, Will? And I'm like, why wouldn't she date me? But it actually comes from fucking Rat Race, So I figured that, I figured there'd be some other stuff I could throw in that, and because John Lovitz just steals the fucking show in that movie. I think he's just the show stealer in that movie. Anyway, here's another one of my favorite movies. Clue. We're gonna shake, rattle, and roll. Shake, rattle, and roll. You never seen Clue? I have never felt more disappointed. This is like seeing a mini Danhausen come out. That's how I kind of feel, just minus the crash out. It's that feeling. I mean, come on, man. You have Tim Curry fucking in this movie. You have Leslie Ann Warren, Madeline Kahn, Michael McKean, Martin Mull. I mean, like, fuck, man. Christopher Lloyd is in here. A fucking great ensemble cast. Fucking funny. Oh my god, you guys are fucking killing me. You're killing me, Alice. You're goddamn killing me. I can understand never playing the game. That's fine. But like, fucking the movie is incredible. Who cares? Let him stay locked up for another half an hour. The police will be here by then, and there are 2 dead bodies in the study. Oh fuck! All right, let's do that next. Let's do that. Do you know what I just realized the other day? Speaking of Tim Curry, he was the voice of the dad in the Nickelodeon. Oh, the dad in Nickelodeon Wild Thornberrys. Yeah. He was the dad there. Yeah. I honestly didn't know that until the movie came out, though. Once the Wild Thornberry movies came out, and I was like, oh fuck, he's the dad in it. I'll be doing. I think this is streaming somewhere. In fact, let me fucking, because y'all need to get off your asses on that one. And if you're really frisky about Clue, there's a great documentary on YouTube about there's a documentary about the actual VHS board game that they made. It's good shit. Good shit, pal. It's streaming free on YouTube. It is streaming free on Tubi. It is streaming free on Pluto TV. Y'all have homework tonight. Out of any movie that y'all haven't seen in this box tonight, this is the one that I'm assigning y'all tonight. I should write that down. By next week, y'all better have watched Clue. Out of any fucking movie that I'm like, what the fuck? You haven't seen this? This better be the one that gets watched. By next week. All right, fine. By next week then. All right, listen, fuckheads. Okay? I said by next week. I've been meaning to play House of the Dead again because I'm trying to get the weapon upgrades, but you have to do specific things to get the weapon upgrades. I was going to play some today, but I was like, fuck it. Mixtape blows away Clue. Again, I didn't say it well, I did say tonight at first, but by next week, you fuckers better watch Clue. It's on 3 free streaming systems. I'm telling you guys, you fucking love it. The Outsiders. I actually had to read the book in school. I'll wait for a sale then because I'm not paying $20 for that game for it to be 3 hours long. I got fucked on that deal one time. With the game Infliction. I got fucked on that. The game was like fucking an hour and a half long, and I paid like fucking $10 for it. I'm like, the fuck? I have the book. Haven't read it yet. Tay doesn't want me to read it without her. I mean, I actually read the book, and the book and the movie are actually quite similar. There's a few that there are a few moments where not in the book and they're a little different and everything, but overall, I thought it was pretty entertaining book. I did fall asleep a couple times in class reading it. But I thought the movie was fine. I mean, good cast in it. Swayze, Estevez. Who else we got? Diane Lane's in here. C. Thomas Howell, Matt Dillon, Ralph Macchio, Rob Lowe, Estevez. Oh, Tom Cruise is in here. Leif Garrett. And to me, it's so weird that Francis Ford Coppola made this, because now when I think Francis Ford Coppola, I'm just like The Aviator, fucking Killers of the Flower Moon, or some shit. That's what I think of now when I think Scorsese. The Godfather, like big mobster movie, but like The Outsiders. Does the drape smash the? It's been so long as I've watched it though. Y'all gotta understand these Blu-rays and shit that I'm showing you. Most of them have been sitting down here in the basement or in my room upstairs for like years. You know. And I think we all know why I bought that. Date Night with Tina Fey. I went and saw that shit in theater because like one year it came out the day after my birthday, so I actually went and saw that in theater. Because I was, well, I still kind of am, but I fucking love me some Tina Fey. That fucking foxy bitch. You know? Plus, this was, and putting that aside, even if I didn't go see it just for Tina Fey, it's actually a fun movie. If I take like fucking, I'm just ogling fucking Tina Fey out of the equation, it's actually a fun movie because it's a movie that takes place in the course of a night. Fucking love that. You know? Good cast in it. We also got Mila Kunis, Mark Wahlberg, James Franco. Oh wow! So we did find a Leonardo DiCaprio movie that fucking Elijah likes, The Killers of the Flower Moon. Wait a minute, is he in that? I know Scorsese did it, but is DiCaprio in that? Oh, DP wasn't good. Sorry, read it wrong. I read it wrong. That's on me. That's on me. My bad. I was like, oh fuck, we found one that he liked. Oh shit. You know, there's that fucking app or something. I don't know if it's an app, but like there's that thing that like it'll play movies and you can censor the nudity or censor the profanity. Maybe they can set it up for you where you can just censor Leonardo DiCaprio but still watch the movie. Like you go to the app and it's just like, all right, leave the nudity but take out DiCaprio, and then you can watch it, but it just leaves out DiCaprio for you. Again, I get like I don't like that actor. I'm not gonna watch that movie, but like it's not that he doesn't like the actor, it's that he hates fucking Titanic. That's what's getting me here. You know? Nobody liked Date Night. I like the remake. I hate the original. Yeah, I fucking said it. What are you gonna do about it? There's only two movies that I like that he's in: What's Eating Gilbert Grape and Basketball Diaries. That's it. Interesting combo. What's wrong, Gilbert? You can come to my birthday party. I don't know you, but you can come too. Mama, wake up. Mama, wake up. Mama. Okay, sorry. Will, all TCMs is great. You disappoint. I'm sorry. The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre bored me. I'm sorry. It bored me. The second one, I was just like, okay, whatever. The third one, I never even watched. That one, and then the one with McConaughey and Zellweger, I watched. It's all right. I don't feel one way or another about it. You know, I get why people hate it, and I get why people like it. I feel no way or other. It's a fucking kooky movie. That's the only thing I can say. The remake fucking fucks hard. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, fucks hard. That movie fucking rocks hard. Leatherface, I bought with the intention to watch, but then I saw a review and like it just shredded the fucking movie. And I was like, no, thank you. And then the new one Netflix did. It was different. That's all I can say. It was different. Didn't make a lot of sense, but it was different. You know. Because like this one right here gets you like hooked right away, man. We don't waste any fucking bullshit time. Like, yeah, we get to meet the characters a little bit. Fucking they're on their way to Mexico or back from Mexico or fucking whatever, you know. And then fucking Hitchhiker, boom, blows your brains out, boom, we're in it. And the fucking original, man, it's just like fucking let's go, man. Like, let's get on with it. You know, they didn't do a remake, they did a legacy sequel. It was literally about like old man Leatherface. Um, it was trying to be the Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis, you know, the 2018 Halloween, but just for fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's literally a part where fucking Leatherface revs up a chainsaw on a bus full of people. They all pull out their cell phones and record them. And one of them says, "You try anything and you're canceled, bro." Like, that's as bad as like the original line in Freddy versus Jason, where it was like Freddy versus Jason, huh? Place your bets. I am so glad they cut that line from the fucking movie, except Texas Chainsaw Massacre didn't take that fucking advice. You know? The car ending, and I don't know, man. Like, I've seen people criticize that, and I'm just like, yeah, I get it. I'm sorry, the movie lost fucking interest for me when, like, at the beginning, they show up at the beginning and they're just like, yeah, you're still here. What the fuck's going on? You should be out of here. And then Leatherface shows up behind her, you know? Like, if this was actually the Leatherface from like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the second they disrespected her, that's it. Leatherface he's done. He's gonna fuck these 5 kids up, and that's it. The movie's over. But still, all of a sudden, she just puts her hand up, like, "No, I got it," and he's done. That's it. That's what keeps Leatherface at bay now, is a fucking hand. Like, fuck off, man. I lost all fucking hope in that movie at that point. Like, I can just go to Leatherface. He'd be like, oh, and just fucking book it. You know, I didn't like it. Like I've said 100 times before, the fucking first movies in a lot of these famous franchises, I don't fucking like. Texas Chainsaw, didn't like it. Halloween, I fell asleep. The original Halloween, fucking, I fell asleep. Did not care to go back and watch the rest of it. Hellraiser, I've made my fucking points on fucking Hellraiser many, many times. I think the only ones that I really like the first movies of are like fucking Child's Play, Nightmare on Elm Street. I fucking hate Friday the 13th, the original Friday the 13th. That one fucking boring too. Leprechaun, I'm like on the fence with. It's like, whatever. And I think that's like all the major ones. I guess we can count Saw now. Saw 1 I fuck with, you know. She used the Force. Yeah, it just didn't make any sense, man. Like, I forgot what they said exactly, but I knew it was something. And like, she like put her hand up, like, no, I got it. Cause he made like a step forward to be like, I'll fuck him up, man. Like, shit's done, you know? But like, she was like, no, I got it. Or something like that. I've only watched it once, you know? Fucking Jason over here. Cause cause he was fucking dumb enough to get a damn Leatherface tattoo on his arm. He didn't realize that like fucking 5 of the fucking 9 movies would suck. He's like, I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Fucking, this is great. Yeah, fucking put it all on my arm and shit. Boom. And then fucking the Netflix one comes out. He's looking at that tattoo like, son of a bitch. Can you turn it into a unicorn? Like, put a horn out of it and make like a unicorn? Because the Netflix one came out and I don't like it. Can you put lipstick on it? Make it look like the New Beginning one? Can we do that? Anyway, Mill Creek triple feature. I love all TCM movies, own them all, and the documentaries. I bet you don't own All American Nightmare. That one never got finished. Oh, okay. So you do know your shit. Okay. All right, I'll give you that one. I was really expecting a fucking what's that? I'll be honest. I was really expecting him to be like, what's that? I was like, I was gonna be like, ha, Mr. Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan. I thought I had him, but all right, I'll give you that one. That was good. Yeah, he knew his stuff. He knew his stuff on that one. I'll give him that one. I'll give him that one. Yeah, they recently did a documentary about it too, about the Lost movie and shit. I think it's like an hour-long documentary or some shit. I don't know. But oh yeah, 3-pack. Okay. I Know What You Did Last Summer, which I used to like as a kid, but like really like looking back at them now, I'm just like these movies suck. Like I thought I really liked them growing up, but like I still Know What You Did Last Summer from a comedy standpoint. I'm just like I can fuck with this movie if you gotta look at it as like a comedy, you know. I mean, come on, Jack Black playing a Rastafarian. Can you not find that fucking funny? The middle one here, the When a Stranger Calls remake, which people hated this fucking movie. It was the number one movie at the box office. People hated it, which I'm like, whatever. I fucked with it. I thought it was awesome. I may have told this story before, but just in case, I'll tell it again. But I was working at Blockbuster when it came out on DVD and shit. And I only saw the first one. I like Scream more. He's in the second one. Yeah, he's in the second one. Yeah, hence why I said I still know what you did last summer. Don't fucking try and correct me, boy. So When a Stranger Calls comes out on DVD at the store and everything. Now we had the people who had the movie pass and everything. If you don't know what the movie pass was, you pay like X dollars a month. You can get 2 or 3 movies out at a time. All you had to do was switch them out, which was quick and easy and shit. So obviously you had some regulars in and everything. And this mom and daughter came in and they were like ghetto, ghetto black and everything. But the only reason I liked her is because she would come in with like big ass fucking titties and it'd be like the thinnest fucking t-shirt imaginable on. So like everything face wise was like, but like big ass fucking titties. And so I'd always be like, hey, how you guys doing? And they're like, oh, what came out today? I'm like, this. And so anyway, so I don't even remember their fucking names, to be honest. Big ass fucking titties like that. I didn't give a shit what their names were. So she comes in one night. All right. And they had the 2 plan that I remember. So she's like, what came out this week? And I was like, this, and When a Stranger Calls. And she was like, is that a horror movie? I was like, yeah, I loved it. I thought it was really good. And she was like, okay. So her and her mom, they go get fucking, movies and shit. They come up with When a Stranger Calls and something else. I don't even remember. So they check out, they leave. Now, so, most people, they would literally either A, get the movie pass, go home, watch them, come back the next day, or sometimes the same day, switch them out and go and watch them. Or we had a Louisiana Katrina refugee who would come, get the movie pass, burn them, they'd pull a Jason, and then fucking return them to the store and repeat the process. These were habitual watchers. They would go home, watch them, next day, come back, get 2 more, watch them, repeat the process. So the next day, I'm working again, and they come in that night. I was like, hey, how you doing? They're just like, we're never listening to you on a movie recommendation again. I was like, what? Why? They're like, that When a Stranger Calls was stupid. I was like, what? I liked it. What was wrong with it? They're like, you never find out who the stranger is. And I just looked at him. I'm like, well, yeah. They were just like, well, what was the point of the movie if you never find out who it is? I'm like, if you found out who it was, then it wouldn't be called When a Stranger Calls. It'd be like when fucking Tim calls. They're just like, no, we're never listening to your recommendations again. You know, they were fucking hot about it. You know. But they paid like, I think if I remember correctly, the 2 pass was $24.99 a month, and if you wanted the 3 pass, it was $29.99 a month, if I'm not mistaken. That, or you know what? 2 pass was $27.99 a month. 3 was $29.99 a month. I'm pretty sure that was the price. When they said came out this week, did you say Motorboat? Blockbuster was a once a week When a Stranger Called remake is good. I got you. And the third one, Vacancy, with Luke Wilson and Kate Beckinsale. Man, that's another one I don't think gets talked about enough, in my opinion. That movie fucks hard. Also has Ethan Embry in it and Frank Wahey. Yeah, see, Vacancy was good, man. That was another one that like I would pimp out to people at Blockbuster. I'm like, you got to see Vacancy. You got to see Vacancy. And they're just like, no, nobody wanted to see it. Here's another Blockbuster story right here. So we had another lady who was a pass member. She got the 2 at a time, and her name was Mrs. Doe. She was a Asian woman, I believe Japanese, but her name was Miss Doe. So technically at our store, we weren't allowed to hold movies for people. Like if you called and said, hey, do you have fucking When a Stranger Calls? Yes, we do. Can you hold a copy for me and I can come and get it? No, we cannot. But for like regulars and shit, if they called and said, hey, what came out today? Well, this, and this. Is there a lot of copies? Not really. Can you hold them for me? Yeah, for you, I'll do that and shit like that. Mrs. Doe also was a very attractive fucking woman. She was a very attractive, and she wasn't like a young little thing either. She was like fucking 40 at the time. And at the time I was fucking young and shit. So she was a hot little number and shit. So I thought she was my favorite customer. I could control the like if I saw her in line. So let's say we're busy at the moment and the line is like fucking 10 people long, and I have somebody in front of me. I can literally control the line speed wise to where I land on fucking Miss Doe. I can just talk to one customer and be like, "Did you find everything all right today? All right, is this gonna be all today? Have you signed up for a Blockbuster Rewards program? It's $9.99 a month, and you can, you get a free rental. You'll get this rental free just for signing up. That's if she's far back in line, But if if she's about right there and I want to help her and everything, it would just be like, oh, did you find everything all right? 4:32. Okay, due back next Wednesday. Next. And then it got to the point where everybody just knew, just like if Miss Doe's there, just like we'll take care of her. Like people would actually move from the register and just like, just do it. And then I'll get back on the register. I'm like, I got you. So I would help her and everything. So, and plus one day she came in one day smelling like fried rice, and I just fucking came in my pants. I was just like, oh, she was like, what was that? I was like, nothing. Do you need help finding anything? She was like, no. I was like, all right. So, so she calls one day and she's just like, what came out today? And I was like, this and this and that. She was like, can you hold them for me? I was like, absolutely, Miss Doe. And like, she knew she had fucking control over me. She knew she could get away with fucking murder in that store. And like, I would let her do it. Like every rule that like wasn't supposed to be broken, I would break for her and shit. I wonder what she's up to now. She was a foxy fucking woman. Come on, you can't hate Kate Winslet this much. Me and my friend used to rent PS1 games, and then the next day we would go back and say the disc won't play, and got another game for free. We had tons of time. I don't know if I told that story in the video store one. She was still making fried rice. No, what I was gonna say was, if you guys remember my video store episode of the podcast, I've never seen heavily included doesn't have nudity. No, considering the topic matter at hand. It's about two girls who conspire to fucking kill their mom. It's based on a true story. Oh, it's on YouTube right now for free? Fucking A, man. If y'all haven't seen Heavenly Creatures, man, it's directed by Guillermo del Toro, right? Is that who? No, Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson. I'm sorry. Peter Jackson made this. Guy who made Lord of the Rings, King Kong. This is like one of his earlier movies and everything. There was a story back in New Zealand where like there was two friends who apparently it bordered on the line of lesbianism, you know. And this was like back when it wasn't as so accepted. And so they finally just said, one of the girls finally just said, fuck it, she's going to kill her mom just so she can be with her friend and everything. And it's the movie about that, you know. Sounds like a perfect sisters, though. They drown their mom. What? Oh, yeah, that's the movie. Okay, yeah. It's good. Wow, we found something Titanic adjacent that you fucking like. My fucking mission is done for the night. I have done it. Kate Winslet, I have 7 degrees bacon something you have liked from Titanic. Kate Winslet, who was in Titanic, that you liked Heavenly Creatures. I've done it. And then here's the Blu-ray version of the same box set that I talked about last week. You know what? Just out of curiosity, let's see what these are selling for on eBay. Come on, fucker. All right, hold on. Let me redo it. Oh yeah, do y'all ever get offers on eBay that just fucking insult you? There it is. Fuck. Okay. All right. The price is okay. Well, what they're asking for is very 8 o'clock. What they're asking for is very low, so I can't imagine the sold ones are going to be any fucking better. Wow, this ain't worth dick. One of them sold for $16. Wow. Okay. Well, like, if you watch an item on eBay, that gives the seller permission to like send you an offer. So, like, if you're watching an item, just to be like, okay, like I keep an eye on this, see if the price goes down, something like that. That seller can eventually just be like, um, okay, you've been watching this item for a while. I'm gonna, instead of $10, I'll send you an offer for fucking 5. You know, but the thing I'm pissed off about is I found a $20 fucking DVD, right? And I was like, all right, I'll keep an eye on that. Maybe I'll get an offer or something. And that's why you watch things. You might get an offer. So I watch it and I get an offer for it, and it's for $1 off. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like, I'm not, it's like Walmart fucking putting shit in the clearance section, and you look at it and it's like 1997, original price, 2097. I'm like, I don't think you really understand what the word clearance means here, Walmart. You know? Like, I hate getting these fucking offers from eBay. I'm like, it's a $20 item. All right. If I want an offer from you, I'm at least expecting 15. I would like 10, but like fucking if it's a $20 item or 19.99, okay, fuckers, 19.99, and then you offer me 18.99, like you fucking might as well come in my mouth. Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go through these real quick, but Harry Potter, Order of the Phoenix, Goblet of Fire, Prisoner of Azkaban, and Chamber of Secrets. I think fucking the other one's in here somewhere. The first one's in here somewhere. Because I saw a show on eBay that I've always wanted to watch. It's called Stargate Infinity. It's like the animated show to the Stargate series. And usually it's like 40, $50. Well, somebody is selling one for 20. And I'm like, all right, well, 20 is not bad, compared to what it usually is. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna watch it. See, it's 19.99. I was like, all right, I'll just watch it. I might get a good offer for it. Because like that's how I've gotten some autographs before. I got an $80 autograph one time. They offered 50. I was like, well, fuck yeah, I'll take it for fucking $50. You're taking $30 off of an $80 fucking autograph? Fuck yeah, I'll take it. So that's the kind of shit I'm looking for. If I'm watching a $20 item, I'm looking for you to come at me and say, hey, we'll fucking just give it to you for fucking 10. I'm like, fucking hey, yeah. But if it's 19.99, you come back like, hey, we got an offer for you. I'm like, what's that? 18.99. You mean 18.99 off? Is that what you fucking mean? 18.99, that would fucking get me out of bed. And we'll do one more quick one because we saw that one last week too. 7. We'll do 8 on that one. All of those chef's kiss. I'm not a big fan of fucking Goblet of Fire. And I watched, when, what was it? Deathly Hallows Part 1 came out on DVD. Because I saw all of them in theaters up until, I think Order of the Phoenix was the last one I saw in theater. Yeah, that was the last one I saw in theater. So when Deathly Hallows came out on DVD, I was like, all right, I still want to check it out, So I watched it and I literally put on the movie, the DVD that I got from like, I think Redbox. I think it was like one of the rare Redbox ones I got. Put it on, and this movie was so dark. And I don't mean dark as in like themes. I mean like everything was fucking dark. I'm literally in the Illinois basement, just like plugging every window, turning off every fucking light, plugging every bit of, making sure no sunshine, and I can still barely see the fucking movie. I'm like, what is wrong with this fucking movie? To the point where like I never even seen Deathly Hallows Part 2. Don't give a shit. I saw the little cute ending at the end where they all fucking, spoiler alert, where they all take their fucking kids to platform 9 3/4. All right, that's cute. But I could give a fuck less about that movie after I saw Deathly Hallows Part 1. I was done. One of the fucking, I think the only concert movie I've ever seen in theater. I know y'all didn't see that, so I'm just gonna move past it. Katy Perry, the motion picture. Oh no, Katy Perry, the movie. Part of Me. Part documentary, part concert. Let's see. What should we do next? I got a good mix here. I know y'all didn't go see no fucking Katy Perry concert. Come on now. I think I've only seen the Katy Perry one, the Taylor Swift one. That's it. That's all I can think of. Predator. I fuck with Predator, man. When will I get? Did you mail it? No, I can't mail shit until next week. I'm fucking so over fucking budget right now. You know what I had to eat this morning? Crack. No. I don't have time to bleed. You're bleeding. I don't have time to bleed. But yeah, Predator always falls into the category for me of movies I never thought I'd like. You know, I never thought I would like this movie. And then when I finally sat down and watched it, I was like, wow, this actually kind of fucks hard. You know? Because, like, I don't think I saw it until, like, when... I always seen clips of it, but it wasn't until when Alien versus Predator was coming out. I think it was, like, a few years before that. You know? No, wait, because AVP came out in 2004. Or 3. One of those two. So, no, I saw Predator way before that, then. I don't know. I saw Predator, like, late in life. Let's just put it like that. Another one of my favorite movies ever. A Fish Called Wanda. Alright, I'll fucking tell you guys. Fucking. Because nobody ever made the connection. I can't believe. When Mac is shaving with his. Oh, yeah, the fucking. Yeah, and it breaks and shit. Nobody fucking caught it, but, like, whenever I was playing LA Noire and I was like, come on, you want to fight like men? Let's fight like men. That's a reference to A Fish Called Wanda. He's in Predator 2. He's in Predator 2 where they're in LA and he's too old for this shit, you know. I didn't think I would like Predator, Killer of Killers. I haven't seen any of the new Predator shit. I hear it's good. The last Predator movie I watched was The Predator, which again, people were like, fuck this movie. I dug it. I dug The Predator. You know, I thought that was cool too. And people were like, oh, I like you know. But Prey, Badlands, Killer of Killers, like all these new ones they're doing, I haven't seen yet. I was gonna buy Prey the other day, but I didn't fucking I didn't do it. But now y'all know. Now y'all know whenever I say, come on, you want to fight like men? Let's fight like men. It comes from Fish Called Wanda. Great cast in here, too. John Cleese, Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Palin, Kevin Kline. Good cast in here. Fun shit in there. What was that we just did? Let's do this one then. Prey is awesome, too. Highly recommend watching it. Non-dubbed. Oh no! See, now I've gotten to the point that ever since Squid Game, that like listen to Korean dramas and shit like that, they're good. But like if there's a dub version out there, I can As a kid, I couldn't stand dubbed. I'm like, why the fuck are the voice doesn't match the lips and shit? Now I can totally fuck with dubbed. Like, give me the dub version, please. You know? Night of the Living Dead, 1990. Fun fact about this one. This has extras and everything on it. Check this out right here. It's a bootleg. It looks all official and shit, but it's a bootleg. So you can see yourself in the fucking Blu-ray right here. There was a guy. One story with this one. There was a guy on YouTube at one time / eBay called what was it? 13 of the Dead, I think, or 13 of the Living Dead, something like that. And at the time, there was only one Blu-ray version of the 1991. It was from a company called Twilight Time, and Twilight Time took the negative of the movie, and as the movie went on, they made like this purplish tint over the movie to like exemplify the fucking nighttime scenes and shit, and people shit all over that fucking cut of the movie. This guy here took the movie and he didn't do it. He didn't put that blue tint and shit all over. And at the time, this was like one of the only ways you could get it without the blue tint, was this bootleg and shit. So anyway, I messaged the guy and I was like, hey, I have a YouTube channel. I was wondering if maybe you could send me a copy so I could talk about it on YouTube and shit. And he was like, yeah, absolutely, man. That'd be fucking fantastic. Fucking throws me a copy. Plus, he throws in a copy of Return of the Living Dead, the work print edition. So, like, it doesn't have, like, all the sound effects, the music, and all this shit in there. It's like a VHS cut of it and shit. It's actually pretty interesting to watch. Anyway, so I do the review for him. You know, like, I can go check out 13 of the Dead, whatever his fucking eBay name was. I'll put the link in the description. You can get this without the fucking blue tint. Return of the Living Dead work print. You can get the fucking, fucking, you can go suck his dick and blah, fucking, whatever and shit, right? Sent the video to him. He was like, dude, that's fucking awesome. Thank you so much. And I was like, thank you for sending the shit over, But then I told him, I was like, oh, I noticed on your store that you have the movie The Gate Part 2, which is a very shitty, literal shitty sequel to the original Gate, And I was like, I was wondering if I could get a copy of that as well. And this is going to be the snobbish side of me coming out. But he's like, oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Just fucking use the code, whatever the code he gave me. Well, I forgot what the code was. I think it was DEAD, maybe. He was like, use the code DEAD. That lets me know it's a family discount, and you get 15% off. I was like, yeah, I don't think you quite understood what I was fucking talking about, So after that, I never messaged them again. I meant, like, can I get one? And I'll talk about it on fucking YouTube again, fucker. Do you know who the fuck I am? That's what I should have wrote back after that. Like, you're like, oh, use this code and like fucking you'll get 15% off of it and shit. I should have just wrote back, do you know who I am? Should have tried to pull my YouTube trump card with my fucking, like, at the time, like, what, 800 subscribers and shit. Do you know who I am? Okay. Baby, there ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no river low enough to get me from getting to you. That's the wrong fucking song I'm thinking of. You never watched Part 2? It has like one of the best like music scenes ever. Oh, you guys are fucking killing me, man. The first one's great. The second one's good too. Oh, you guys, man. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Oh my god. I just like I think Clue still hurts more. But like okay. Let's go. Let's go here. Jennifer Love Hewitt's in the second one, man. Sorry. I'm sorry. This I bought and I still have it sealed. I just bought it just to have it. I have the DVD of it too, and that's the one I've opened and watched. I don't like the way you said the first one is great. If you're about to sit here and fucking tell me that you didn't watch part 2 or 3, this show is fucking done. Oh, thank God. Yeah, I went and saw Bogus Journey in theater because like I discovered it on VHS and everything, and then I was gonna go see this one in theater, but it happened during the pandemic. And the closest theater that was playing it to me at the time, because it was during that weird time where shit was still closed. Um, the only theater that was playing it was 40 miles away, and I was like, as much as I really want to see it, I'm not driving 40 miles away to see it. You know, but I did buy it the day because they released it same day VOD, so I did pay $25 for it. On Amazon, watched it on my fucking television, popcorn, fucking made a night of it and shit. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. All right. Let's start here because they're together. All right. All right. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I mean, do I have the other one of this? Might as well show all of them because I know I got the other one. Where is it? There it is. And it even has like the book with it and shit. Check this out. They're fun little kids movies and shit. They rock hard. I don't like the fucking new one they did. There's the second one, Roger Rules. The third one, Dog Days. This motherfucker's like, be right back, like he's been here. One of these is one of my favorite movies ever. Not the sequel, but one of them is. Sex and the City 1 and 2. I bought both of these day one when they came out. Still have the fucking slip covers and fucking everything on them. I have never watched this fucking movie. I hear it's good. I know Elijah hasn't. Because it wasn't on his list, but Inception. I hear it's good though. Trying to get the lenticular to work. Is there even another one together? Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. You got to go up and down. Never seen it. You know, but Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. I love the Hellboy movies. Let me rephrase that. I like the original 2 Hellboy movies. Never saw fucking the David Harbour one. Never watched The Crooked Man. That's why I just gave it to Jason. I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna watch it. I actually saw both of these in theaters. I've probably watched Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle so many times because, like I've said before, I once broke my collarbone. Broke my collarbone, so like I was literally laid up on my couch for like a month and a half. So the only thing I had next to me was like a portable DVD player. So yeah, I have the Christmas one. I think yeah, you're right. Do I know that? Okay, maybe I don't have the Blu-ray of it. Not seeing it. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Maybe I don't have the Blu-ray. But I'm laid up on the couch and I had 2 fucking DVDs. I had Alf season 1 and I had fucking Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. And yeah, and when I got bored of the movie, I was like, I'll listen to the commentary tracks. And I listened to the, because like, again, I'm laying there all day, you know, collarbone fucking, like, I don't know if you've ever broken a collarbone, but like, I swear, it's like, if you sneeze, it's gonna fucking hurt, you know? So, I've gone through fucking all 24 episodes of Al season 1. Finally, like midway through the month, my mom's like, "Hey, we're going to Target. Do you need anything?" I'm like, "For the love of Christ, can you buy Alf season 2?" And she was just like, "You have to pay me for it." I was like, "I will gladly give you whatever the price it is for it. Just buy it, just so I have something new to watch." But I was still watching Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Here's the Harry Potter, the first one. Here's that. Oh, the fucking Miley Cyrus fucking contract. I didn't see this one in theater. Does this have the 3D glasses? It does. It still has the 3D glasses sealed in there. I got the kid a copy of this the other day because she got into Hannah Montana and everything. So I got her a copy of this and I sent her the Blu-ray of the complete series. Joe sent her that technically. Now I'm just picking and choosing because what time is it? Damn, it's already 8:00. All right, we'll do this one because I see what in here fucking everybody likes. We'll do it right now. And when the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. Okay. Sorry. I got a little carried away there. Sometimes I don't like to get fucking carried away doing that shit. If the sky that we look upon should crumble and fall, and the mountains should tumble to the sea. I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 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 This scene is awesome, but if you really think about it, that fucking scene really comes out of nowhere too. Like, I get that it's Gordy telling a fucking story. Hey, that rhymes. Like, I get it. Fainted in the audience. No, the fucking cord hit it when I was fucking around. But, like, also, it just really fucking comes out of nowhere. It's just like, it's one thing when you're telling the story, but, like, it just cuts to, like, the whole fucking thing. You know, it really just comes out of fucking nowhere. And then we just go back into, like, yeah, let's find the dead body. You know, it's fine. I love it, but like, it's just really, if you break down that fucking movie, it's just like, all right. Like in the book, it makes sense. I'm sure if that scene is in the book. You know, I never read the body, so. But like, if it's in the book, it's fine. It's just like Gordy told us a story, and this is what it was, and that makes sense. But in the movie, logistically, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. You know. Anybody ever see this? This is actually a pretty fucking fun movie. Stan Helsing? Anybody ever see this? You know, this came out during the slew of fucking parody movies. Kind of got lost in the shuffle there, but it's actually a pretty good one. Yeah, this is another one that, like, if you can track it down and watch it online or get a copy of it, fucking check it out. Keenan Thompson's in it. The guy playing the ripoff Jason is actually the same guy who played Jason in fucking Freddy vs. Jason. He came back to play a parody of his own self and everything. Um, yeah, it's actually a funny little fucking, parody comedy before, I think this was like right, it was either during the middle of like all the movies, or it was right before it, or right after it. It was either the middle or after. It wasn't in the beginning, obviously. But, Sisterhood 2, which, really looking back on it, I like part 1 the best. I haven't watched part 2 and I don't know how long. You know? Part 1 is definitely the better movie. Oh, fuck, where's Jason now? Fuck, there we go. There's... Oh, that's right. You haven't seen Jackass because you're like, oh, I like CKY better. You do boom boom. Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. That's one of Erica's favorite movies right there. So you fuckers don't think I don't know shit about y'all, but I do. You're like, Jackass reminds me of the thing I like. Oozy booby. I'm just gonna fucking poo poo on it. That's like your Titanic theory. You're like, fucking, I hate Titanic. So fucking everybody involved with it, fuck it. Wait a minute. I think I can do this. Wait a minute. Elijah, do you like Terminator Part 2? James Cameron directed Terminator Part 2, also directed Titanic. So there we go. I found another Titanic adjacent project that fucking Elijah likes. Okay, so he's not like fucking, if James Cameron touches it, fuck it. So, all right, I found that one. All right, so now this is like my new thing. It's just like find people who are in Titanic with movies that fucking Elijah likes. That's like my new thing now. You know? This is long before I got the set. This is long before they came out with the set, I think. That look down the Titanic. Damn, I always heard the rumor that the iceberg was just Chuck Norris. This is just Nightmare on Elm Street part, you know. Oh, yeah, speaking of, hold on. Yeah. These two must have fell earlier and I didn't get to show them. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Yeah, because I was like, wait a minute, didn't I show Nightmare earlier? No Nightmare on Elm Street fans? Okay. Well, fuck you and the horse you rode in on. How about Resident Evil? Do we like Resident Evil? Resident Evil. Anybody for Resident Evil? Yeah, I've watched all the Resident Evil movies. The only one, believe it or not, see, a lot of people are like, oh, well, like, fucking the last one sucked. Or, like, I saw one review where the person hated the second one, and I was just like, what? Like, okay, the one I hate the most is Extinction, the third one. And the reason why is just, it's zombie movie 101. It's just a typical zombie movie. That's all it is. Just with the name Resident Evil Extinction. That's all it is. You have the fucking guy who's been bitten and is hiding it from everybody. You know, who's Mike Epps in that one. You know, it's zombie invasions. It's a zombie movie, you know? I've never played the game, so like I can't fucking claim to that. So that's why, you know. South Park, bigger, longer, uncut. Some of y'all may know the fucking story on this, but as you guys probably know, the original title for this movie was South Park Goes to Hell, but they couldn't advertise that on TV before 9 o'clock. So they changed it to bigger, longer, uncut. Well, that's a, you know, obviously that's a joke to fucking, you know, circumcision. Paramount didn't get the fucking joke. They didn't get the joke until they, you know, it was late in the game. Now they called Matt and Trey Parker and said, "Hey, we can't do bigger, longer, uncut." They understood the joke at that point. What they did was they already told them that they've printed out 10,000 posters with the title. They didn't have shit. You know, they told them they printed out 10,000 posters with the title already ready to go. And they're just like, fine, fuck it, we'll use the title. You know? So that's how the movie ended up being bigger, longer, and uncut. You know? This movie, as much as I like it, probably has one of the grossest scenes I've ever seen in a fucking movie, and sometimes just thinking about it makes me want to throw up. Never saw Van Wilder? Wow. The Menu. Oh, the DVD menu. Okay. I know I've seen it, but I don't remember. All I'm gonna say is the donut scene. That's all I'm gonna say there. And fucking, I can't get enough of you, baby. I can't get enough of you, baby. Yes, it's true. Baby, yes, it's true. When you had to go, I hated the thought. I only wishing that my heart, my down, my heart, baby. I love you so much. I wish that there was more. Okay, sorry. I got carried away. DP, they put, oh, God. Oh. It is one of the grossest things I've ever. See, I told y'all, man. Just thinking about this scene makes me sick, man. That's why I was like, let's move on. And Jason's like, no, I'm going to make him fucking throw up. Motherfucker wants to make fun of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Motherfucker, I'm gonna make him fucking throw up. You don't want to say the scene, fat boy? Here's the scene. I'm going to describe it right now, motherfucker. Do you know why? Because fuck your feelings. That's why. Fucking like the goddamn hostess ass from the fucking 90s. Like fucking, where's the cream filling? You know, fuck. This is actually, I think, hard to find now, I think, from what I've heard. I got all the Van Wilders. I have Rise of Taj and Freshman Year. I think there's like 4. 1, 2, 3. I have all of them. There's 4. That's like I ate all 5 M&Ms in the bag. But there's 3 left. I know. I ate all of them. Now I'm supposed to get pudding. You know. You've never seen the Monster Squad, dude? Oh, come on. I am hurt. That one I'm kind of mad about. I think this one kind of hurts more than Clue. Oh, the difference is one's rated and one's not rated. I used to get free 3D Blu-rays from this one company, and it was like all bikini-clad girls playing sports or some shit like that. I actually did a review for one of them, and one of the girls from the fucking Blu-ray actually commented on the video. But when the baby mama and I got together, needless to say, when I was moving there, I had to say bye-bye to those. So I traded them in at a pawn shop. There was 8 of them. There was 8 Blu-rays. Okay? I went to the pawn shop. I said, hey, I'd like to fucking just sell these. They said, okay, what are they? I'm like, it's just girls in bikinis on the beach playing paintball. Different things. He was like, it's not porn, is it? I was like, no, it's not porn. And he's like, okay. He literally looks at these fucking stack of 8 Blu-rays. Gets out a calculator. There's 8 Blu-rays. It's not porn, right? No, it's not porn, man. I'll give you $8 for all of them. I'm like, you took that much fucking time to offer me $1 a piece. You could have just said 8 from the fucking start. You didn't have to fucking hardball me and shit. Like, oh fuck, let me get my calculator out and fucking and it wasn't like his phone. He wasn't looking at fucking prices and shit. He was literally on like a fucking desk calculator, typing in numbers, adding, subtracting, fucking PEMDAS. He was in fucking looking at the Blu-rays like from the side, like, It was a good 2.5 fucking minutes where I'm just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. And he's like, $8. I'm like, for all of them? He's like, yeah. I'm like, sure. Because like after that, I'm just like, you have irritated me. Anyway, so after I got rid of them, I only had these left. These are like concert ones that they did, and they're actually really good. It's like like that Celtic type of music. I have Monster Squad, but it's the 1-disc version. I went to 2-disc. These are like Celtic concerts, but a little bit more mellow. Plus, they put like visuals on the screen that you can watch in 3D. You don't have to have a 3D TV. In fact, it says Blu-ray 3D, but you can put it in a normal Blu-ray player and you can watch like the good old classic red and blue 3D anaglyph, I believe is what it's called, the anaglyph 3D on here. I believe they're still around. It's ultimate3dheaven.com. I believe they're still around. Yeah, well, that's the website if they're still around, Jason. ultimate3dheaven.com. Here's another fucking like triple pack. I'm not even gonna fucking preference it with anything. I think just showing them will be enough. Maybe not. Fuck, I missed Ernest. Yeah. These I got when they first started sending Blu-rays to the Dollar Tree. Is when I got these. I picked them all up at a Dollar Tree one time. When everything was still $1. God bless America. I never watched this Blu-ray, and there's a reason why. Because listen, I'm a firm believer. Listen, if there's any females who are watching that just aren't talking, if this turns you off, it turns you off. I don't care. But like, I'm sorry, if I'm dating somebody, hell, even if I'm married, I still kind of have this belief. And trust me, it all ties to fucking this. Okay. You know what I mean, bro? I'm a firm believer And unless we're sitting down discussing it and we come to the decision and everything like that, my money is fucking my money. Your money is fucking your money. That's the way I look at shit. You know, if me and whoever are dating, cool, we're dating. Yeah, you want me to buy you dinner? I'll fucking buy you dinner. You're fucking pretty and shit. You know, fuck, you bought me something. That's so awesome and shit. No, you know, or like, no, you don't have to pay me back. Fucking, that's fine. That's how it is and shit. Don't just assume that just because we're dating, like fucking, it's our money. That doesn't work for me, brother. Okay. And like the baby mama was she was fucking option B. She was somebody that like, just because we're dating, all of a sudden it's our money. You know, and I'm just like, no. Just because you're pregnant and don't work anymore doesn't mean like whatever I make is just ours. I don't care if we have a kid or not. You know? Yeah, I'm providing for the kid and everything, but like, you know, just because you won't go out and get a fucking job is fucking, you know, whatever. Anyway, point being, she moves in with us when we lived in Illinois for a bit, right? And she lived there for about fucking 3 months, which I'll be honest, about 2 months and fucking 29 days longer than I thought she was going to last. So I ended up with like some weird coupon. It was like a coupon for fucking it just came out on Blu-ray. And it was fucking for $3 off the new Sandlot 25th anniversary fucking Blu-ray. 20th or 25th? 20th, sorry. So I was like, dope, you know. And I recently started working at the Weight Watchers factory that I fucking love so much. So and at the time, and this is also relevant at the time, Hell's Kitchen was coming out with a box set that was seasons 1 through 8, you know. And I just said offhand one day, because I just started at the job, I was just like, man, once I get paid, I'm buying that fucking hands down and shit like that, you know. So I said I'm going to Walmart one day. And she's like, oh, what are you going to Walmart for? I was like, to get this, get that, get this. I was like, oh, I'm going to pick up the Sandlot on Blu-ray. And her mood just fucking changed. And she was just like, oh, you're going to buy movies. I was like, well, I'm going to buy one. And she was just like, you know, you really should be saving money and everything. And I was just like, I am. Because, like, y'all don't understand. Like, fucking, y'all see me come on, like, yeah, I bought this and I bought that. But y'all don't understand how much of a fucking penny pincher I am now. You know, I really fucking watch what I spend and shit. I just had that accidental eBay shit this week. That's all. But, like, I'm telling you, if I only have a quarter to fucking live on for like a week, trust me, by hook or by crook, I'm going to make that fucking quarter last that week. You know what I'm saying? So, and I was just like, she was like, you really need the budget and everything. And I was like, I got it. You know, like, and she was just like, well, you're going to buy movies. I'm like, I have a coupon. You know, it's about to expire. I want to pick it up while I still can. You know? Anyway, the argument boiled down to like fucking, I have a fucking coupon. You know, and she was like, you're not buying anything for the baby and everything. And I'm just like, I haven't been paid yet. You know? Because I had a bit of money put aside to go to the grocery store, you know, fucking, you know, whatever. So, and she was just like, yeah, and that's another, like, you're going to buy the Hell's Kitchen set when it comes out? Like, what about other stuff? I'm like, can I just blow my brains out now? And she was like, what? And I was like, nothing. You know, it was just like fucking one of those things. And like, she was like, you need to watch Our Money. I'm like, fucking Our Money? Like, I don't think so. I don't see you out there working in a fucking factory and shit. You know? Is the movies in 2D? Oh, yeah, you can watch them in 2D as well. Yeah, you can watch them in 2D as well. Sandlot, watched it many times. But, yeah, all that just to get this. I think I opened it and never watched it. Because, like, it's not sealed. So, yeah, I'm fairly certain I never fucking... Yeah, because I opened it to look at the trading cards on the inside. I'm fairly certain I never watched it because it just... Reminds me of that. Talked about that earlier. You guys know it's my favorite remake. Oh. Back. Nobody try to spit on your grave. Erica, I showed your favorite movie earlier. Can I grab it quickly? Ah, there it is. All right, we're almost out of time for tonight, so I'm going to pick out some just bangers at this point. We'll save the rest, I guess, for next week. I guess. That's a banger. That's a banger. That's a banger. Oh yeah, okay. Well, no, I've talked about that before. Oh yeah. Let's throw that one in there. You know what? Yeah, that's a good one. We'll fucking talk about that one. This will be the final 8 that we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I guess we can do that one. Oh yeah, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. What's it gonna be? Let's do. Okay, let's do that one. I love happy ending movies. I love people being in love. All right, the final 8 for the night here. There's still a few more in the box, but plus I brought out another box. I really didn't think I thought we'd be through them all by now. Oh, let's start with an oldie but a goodie. Breakfast at Tiffany's, she said, I think I remember the film. Yes, I recall. I think we both kind of liked it. Well, okay, sorry. Man, the Blu-ray of this is actually phenomenal. Like, it looks like a movie that could have been made yesterday, you know? All right, you never seen Breakfast at Tiffany's. How about Total Recall? How about that one? Any Total Recall fans? I know Elijah has fucking seen this movie. He probably fell asleep during my story. He was like, fuck this story. I'm going to sleep. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Well, can you tell Erica about the donut? I am very happy to be here. That boy can sing. That boy sing good. Yeah, good and terrible. Like, if you ever hear me on the gaming stream say, yes, in the face, I'm always referencing fucking Coming to America. That's what I'm referencing is Coming to America when I say that. Just let your soul glow. Let it shine through. They have the golden arches. We have the golden arcs. They have the Big Mac. We have the Big Mick. They have 2 all beef patties, special sauce, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Our buns, they don't have seeds. Oh, shit. Kick ass. I fucking love this movie. I'm sorry, you know, when people say, like, what's your favorite Nicolas Cage movie? They probably say, like, oh, Face Off. Or fucking, or Con Air. You know, they probably don't expect Kick Ass and Willy's Wonderland to be thrown into the conversation. You know, there's that meme going around where, like, it's like Snoop Dogg does all the weird side quests, you know, or something like that. I think Nicolas Cage is doing that with movies. I think he's just on, like, on a weird, like, movie side quest where he's just like, whatever fucked up movie you give me, I'm just going to do it. I think people just fucking call Nicolas Cage, like, all right, I have a weird fucking idea for you. It's Long Legs. And he's like, sign me up. You know? All right, Nick, we want you to do this movie where, like, you kind of play like a Adam West Batman type of dude. And he's like, fuck it, I'm in. All right, we want you to play a guy who doesn't talk, but he fights like Five Nights at Freddy's type of character. And he's like, mm-hmm. Yeah, gone. Yeah, maybe Gone in 60 Seconds. Don't it? People don't fucking expect you to say Kick Ass and fucking Willy's Wonderland and shit. You know? Street Fighter. I don't care what people say. I fucking love that movie. You came here expecting to find a man, expecting to fight a man, and instead you found a god? All right. Yeah, like whose decision was that? I think that was like a high idea or something. Bunch of Sony executives sitting around a fucking table. You know who'd be really good as Spider-Man? Nick Cage. I don't think he can really play Spider-Man like that though. No, here's the thing. We put it like in a black and white noir setting. He's like a private detective Spider-Man. God damn it, Bill, you're a genius. Get him on the phone. You know, like it just, I don't know. That just seems like a bet somewhere. Somebody at Amazon is just like, I bet you this won't work. And he's like, I bet you it will. You know, he just started like, okay, we're not even going to get Nick Cage. He's like, I'll get Nick Cage. Hold on. Nick, I got this idea. And he's like, I'm in. And he's like, fuck. All right, that was easy. You know, Nick Cage will take anything. You know, I feel like he's, like I said, he's the actor side quest. Like they say Snoop Dogg is doing all these side quests. Nick Cage is just doing that in movies. Like whatever fucked up role they can think of, they're going to give it to him. You know, or ask him to do it. You know. But oh yeah, going back to Street Fighter, I also like the other one where the other line where he's just like, the day I graced your village with my presence was the most important day of your life. But to me, it was Tuesday. And she just fucking loses her mind after that. He doesn't care. He will do it. Exactly, man. Like, so I just, because, like, I'm sorry, when I think like Spider-Man, as much as, you know, Nick Cage, God love him, I would have never landed on Nick Cage, even for like a Spider-Man noir idea. I've been like, who would be good as noir? You know, Nick Cage wouldn't have landed on my list, you know, but Be Kind Rewind. This is another movie not a lot of people fucking talk about it. I actually went to a review screening for this. They didn't pick me for a review, but Jack Black, Mos Def, Melanie Diaz is in here, Danny Glover, I would have gone John Goodman before Nick. I don't know about that one. He wouldn't landed on my list either. But it's about fucking two cats who work in a video store, and then they start making their own movies because all the movies get destroyed. Anyway, fucking, we're almost done. Batman, the original Batman. Adam West, fucking Burt Ward, Cesar Romero, Earth that kid? No, they Eartha Kitt's in this one. And then the final one for the night here, fucking, if I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? 'Cause I'm as free as a bird now. And these wounds. Okay, sorry. Chinese, Japanese, look at me. Also, really good commentary track on here. Rob Zombie does a commentary track on here. Really fucking, really enlightening. I know. When I first saw it, though, man, that ending scene, I was just like, "What the fuck?" A horror movie like this, the horror movie that I just experienced, should not end this way. Like, what the fuck happened here? But then like later in life, I'm like, all right, that's the genius of it, because at first you despise the fucking characters, and then you're rooting for them. You're just like, fuck, man. So there we go. Action. Oh, you saw it in theater? Man, I wanted to go see it in theater, but I couldn't make it. I didn't get to see any of them in theater, man. I wanted to go see House of a Thousand Corpses in theater, but the only time they played it, like my mom wanted, my aunt wanted to go see the fucking Piglet movie or the Tigger movie, whatever one it was. So they weren't going to let me go see House of a Thousand Corpses. And then Devil's Rejects, I think I was just working a lot at the time. Like I was working a fuck ton, so like I didn't really go a lot of places. And the third one, I think was made during the pandemic, so I didn't really go to theater a lot. So I want to look this one up, see if this is going for any fucking money. Damn it. I know what's wrong now. Hold on. Nope. Okay. I was like, I can sell this to Jason. Night, Erica. All right, guys, that's going to call it a night, or call it a week, I should say, for here. Next week, we will be, Wednesday, will be fucking three-way dance wrestling podcast with Nick. We're going to be talking about Backlash. Oh, boy. Thursday, we are going to be starting brand new game. We're done with LA Noire. We're going to be starting A Quiet Place. The Road Ahead. We're going to be starting that and seeing if that's going to be any good. And then we might, depending on how much money's laying around, I might get Directive 8020 and then Autopsy Simulator Story Mode. We might do one of the two after Quiet Place, and then Saturday and or Sunday, we'll just figure it out as we go, as we like to do here. So if you join me this week from Thursday forward, thank you guys for coming in. Hopefully you guys enjoy Media Night, which we've been doing here lately and talking about some movies, having a good time and everything. So, all right, guys, until next week, I am the artist. Be breezy.